table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn
Fresh
block.
off the press.
I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing that is your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sean! Counting a foul.
Nets fans is the best fans. Drew Timme is getting better day by day. Yesterday he was better than Kai Jones. Today he better than Zach Edey. Drew Timme is getting better day by day. It's not gonna stop. It is what it is. He putting up numbers that say I belong here in the NBA, not in the G League. I did my time in the G League. I'm done. I'm not looking back. Keon Johnson, show me his check. I need to get this money. Drew Timme, 19 points, clutch basket on a pick and roll. Keon Johnson, Drew Timme.
I'm not gonna lie. I was when they went to the timeout, I was like, yo, give it to Drew Timme, man. Noah Eagle and it was like, yo, Tyrese Martin has had the high hand, so I sure it's going to hell. Like, yo, nah, give it to Timme, man. Timme gotta win or lose this game right now.
Drew Timme is a baller. Now I see that regardless of who you are, where you from, Jordy Fernandez will make you take a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I was horrified. Every time I seen Drew Timme on the 3-point line, I said, God damn it, Jordy, you at it again. Drew Timme, in my opinion, does not belong on the 3-point line. The reason why I favor Drew Timme is because he plays under the 3-point line. He plays under the arc. This is where he do his most work, most damage to the defense. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, he could make the three because I was on Leaf page 2, you know what I mean, and he shot bad from the 3 today, but usually Timme he took a lot of threes today, but usually his limit is like 4, and he would make like 2. You know what I mean? He make half.
0 for 3 today. 0 for 3 today.
Yeah,
but I like his game, man. I like him hitting that foul line shot. I like him power dribble, getting to the paint from the foul line shot. I like his
him
game.
cutting towards the basket.
Yeah, like I like him around the rim. I like that we got somebody that could play with their back to the basket. Everybody's saying, oh, this might be it for Trent and Walker, but those are 2 players that play with their back to the basket. If anybody can go, it could be one of these jump shooters. You know, you got to keep Tyrese Martin, but do you got to keep Jalen Wilson went off tonight? But is his consistency enough to keep him over Martin? But it's like you get it's. I'm glad we here to discuss it, man, because it's not as cut and dry as people would want.
Did you see my boy KJ, man?
Who?
Yeah, KJ. KJ. He the hardest player on our team.
Bro, he out
But
there.
KJ, Zaire Williams, and Jalen Wilson might be the 3 hardest players on our team, bro.
KJ out there hooping. He started off 5 from 3. He cooled
Yeah,
off a little bit because he started taking tougher shots, but he started off smoking hot.
smoking, Jay, smoking.
But
You don't. People don't give him enough credit, though. You know what I mean? They say he don't shoot that well from 3 and yada yada yada. But then,
yeah, that's what they
like,
told me 2 weeks ago in this podcast. And he don't
yeah.
shoot that well.
But when you watch his all around game. I think people miss the all around game that he does. You know what I mean? The defense, the hustle. Like you said, he started showing the athleticism. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Trying to block shots, dunks, and then he catch fire today. You know what I mean? Against the Wizards, who we've been losing to. You know what I'm saying? We lost the last two to
Nah.
the
But
Wizards.
we lost the last 2 there. We couldn't get swept by the Wizards. We couldn't get swept by it. Like I understand we're prioritizing player development, if you want to put it in those words, but we can't lose like get swept by the Wizards. We can't. That's out of the question.
I see. I feel you on that though, because I was like, I thought we was gonna lose, but then when I know my guy Timme, we done talked about Timme J. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
seen Timme started at halftime. He had like 7 and 3. I said, okay, by the end of the game, he should have like 16 and 8. And then I seen what was going on, and I thought they was gonna get the ball to Martin at the end of the game. I'm like, all right, yeah, Tyrese was hitting the threes, and I seen the play I seen in the G League, that little slip, and Tyrese dumped it off to him. I'm like, oh, Timme get the call. What? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, Timme said, talk to me nicely. Y'all don't know about me. Y'all gonna know about me today. You know what I mean?
Timmy said March is a good time of the month for the Timmy family, man.
Yeah. Brother just got his first offer for college. He didn't drop the double and drop what he had 19 today, 19 and 6.
Right.
Yeah. Out. That's why I try to tell Lee out the G League. You come out the G League, drop a double. Next game you drop 19 and 6. Come on, bro. Don't tell me that's a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he not a nice
Talk that
player.
shit.
Like,
Talk that.
yo,
Let me give you the big screen. Go ahead. Talk that shit, bro.
Timme good hoop. Timme a baller. Like Jay said, he looked like he
LA
not
Fitness.
yeah. Yeah, he looked like he out of LA Fitness with the headband on, but Timme be dropping buckets. You know what I mean? Like 19 and 6 is not easy in the NBA. It's not easy to score in the NBA. Not everybody on our roster is scoring like that back-to-back games. Like that's consistent. You know what I mean? He ain't got no hops like that.
In Brooklyn, we calling him Drew Timberland, man.
I want y'all to sing this song with me, man. They go Pettty. That's me, man. Petty. Like I said yesterday, Drew Timme, 11 and 10 in his first NBA game. Kai Jones had 1 minute but didn't score versus the Cavaliers on his first NBA game. Nasty work. Anybody to do
Yo,
nasty work.
Kai Jones is alright, but he ain't no Drew Timme.
Hey.
Exactly. He wish he could be Drew Timberland.
Drew Timberland stomping out there, man.
Yo, this dude, Leaf B, he talked the loudest and he think he make the most sense because he talked the loudest. Yes, Leaf, I'm talking about you.
Yo,
you talk the loudest, but you think you make the most sense. But all it check is all I had to do is a little bit of straightening, and I wasn't done.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening.
Pettty. Pettty. Hold on. I spelled that wrong, but so what?
Yo, he moving.
Look, Zach Edey, first game in the NBA, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and he got the audacity, the unmitigated gall, the
Yeah.
cojones, it's just disgusting how he just could say these things and have no validity to it.
Try
I
to
want to talk
scoff
about
at Drew
the thing
Timmy's
is, no,
double
ain't no
double.
the thing is, you were bullshitting. And I pulled your card. I said it last night. I said, what about Kai Jones and Zach Edey? And don't tell me you don't set the bar with Zach Edey. You wanted us to trade damn near the whole roster in the offseason so we could trade up and get Zach Edey. And I even was helping you. Yeah, you see, Jordy Fernandez, he made sure that Zach Edey was on the Canada team. Whoop-de-whoop. I was all in. And come to find out, Drew Timme is a better NBA player than Zach Edey. Don't be mad at me, bro. I'm just reading the stats. See, there's opinions and then there's facts.
What the facts say, Breeze? What the facts say?
It say that Zach Edey had 5 points and 5 rebounds in his first NBA game. It also says that Kai Jones had 1 minute. He didn't even score in his first NBA game. They just slapped him on his ass, say, go ahead, get out there and get your little NBA minute. Come out, and then you're going to come buy us dinner after this. You got your little NBA minute. Now, you get that check. Now, run me that. Had him running his pockets in the locker room. I'm kidding. I'll let you. I'm just fucking around. But at the end of the day, his first NBA game, Kai Jones had 1 minute, 0 points. And he won a scarf at 11 points and 10 rebounds?
I don't see how you do
and
it.
then Zach Edey, a 9th pick in the draft. Y'all see how hard he went for Zach Edey. And then after all of the nerve of that, he goes, nobody listens to me. I said, yo, this nigga. Yo, so again, I know you're going to hear this, and I want you to hear this. Stop playing on my name. You said on your stream, and you be trying to show me up. Talking about, oh, Breeze just be saying anything. I do? Really? Zach Edey, first game in the NBA. I said that Drew Timme had a better first game. And what you do? Deviate. Stop playing with me, man. Now, I continue. Let's get into tonight's game, man, because I proved my point, which I wanted to do at the top of the stream. But now that that's happened, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pass it to Jay. He wasn't here last night. I kind of just want to hear Jay thoughts on the follow-up game. He went from 10 and 11, then he did 19 and 6. Talk to me, Jay. And in that 19 and 6, he had 3 offensive rebounds. Him creating second chance shots is a thing.
He still, I don't know. He still got to prove himself. You know what I mean? But these are 2 good first games. The double last night, almost a 20-point game tonight. Them 3 offensive rebounds, definitely needed those in a close game like tonight because we were getting smacked for a little while until Drew Timme got in the game. Then once Drew
Timme might take somebody's starting spot. I know a Clowney out, Cam Johnson out. Listen, Drew Timme might start
Drew
next game.
Timberland got in there, man. It's different, man. He started stomping around. Know what I mean, they were just giving him the ball like hot potato. He was shooting it like, there it go, right there. Blow. Ooh, splash. Blackout. I fuck with Drew Timberland out there on his 24/7 fitness shit. Know what I mean? Out there just hooping. Know what I mean? He ready. He is definitely one of the stay ready crew. Know what I mean? I fuck with Drew Timberland. And it's crazy that Clowney and CJ went down in like within a minute of each other. Like that was crazy because we almost lost this game, but we had Drew Timme, so we won.
Yeah, and they better act like having him on his team don't make no difference because ain't nobody else was going to drop 19 and 6, bro. Nobody else is going to drop 19 and 6 tonight. You know what I mean?
Yo, I can't have Leaf spreading this negative narratives on big optimists. I'm big optimist page, man. Like you can't do that, bro. You know my handle, bro. I'm looking for the positives. I'm looking for the ups. I said it's player development. You keep saying it ain't no talent, bro. No, bro. And then you want to talk about all the other teams. They got so much more talent than us. Stop. Every time I hear him say that shit, it pisses me off. It's so much more talented. Washington Wizards has been in rebuild for 30 years. Talking about they got more talent than us. They ain't doing shit. Yo, we're going to look at the draft picks. We're going to look at the draft picks and for the Wizards to well, we did that already, so we don't have to do that.
Jay, what you call him again? What's Timme nickname, bro?
Drew Timberland, man. He's stomping out here. Those is 40 below Timberlands, too. Know what I mean? Those them good guys. Construction butters, you know what I mean? Those good Timberlands. Straight
Drew
from
Timberland.
Brooklyn.
Hey, his nickname is Stamp, bro. That's a stamp right there. Drew Timberland. Facts. I try to tell people, man. If you ain't watched the G League, then you don't understand. You wouldn't understand like Drew Timme. You know what I mean? You had to see him in the G League to really understand what the dude can do and how he play. Right? Because I knew when he came up here, I thought they was holding him back to after, you know what I'm saying, they done with it, you know what I'm saying? They get to the draft and bring him in the summertime. I kept saying that on my podcast. I'm like, this dude might be too good, bro. He just might be too good to be up here. You know what I mean? To help the team win. They ain't trying to win. And damn, they proved me wrong because they gave him the ball at the end of the game. Like they trying to win. And they went to
Nah, you know I like to speculate, know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I had a good speculation. I even called Leaf earlier because I was listening to the stream from last night. I called Leaf earlier with my speculation. He ain't answered my phone call. He ducking me. But I said, yo, I feel like they brought up Drew Timme because they trying to get the fan base used to some white people on the team. Because they know they getting that number one pick and they about to bring in another one.
If you love Drew Timme, you gonna love Cooper Flag.
Right. Right.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Because when the last time we had a white guy on the team?
That we liked. Joe Harris.
Joey.
And that was a minute ago. So
but they probably felt like we need some redemption after Joe Harris.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to bring somebody back for the culture. So Drew Timme, he got the spot right now, but Cooper is going to be the follow-up. Just like, you know, you got Cam Thomas and Trendon Watford with the follow-up. You got they had bum-ass Bridges and they give you Cam Johnson with the signing. I mean, they like these twos. They had Patty Mills and the Australian connection. I mean, they always like to do something like that. And Brandy just told me that Jalen Wilson and Timme went to school together somewhere.
Oh, word? I did not know that.
Not college though, like high school or junior high school or some shit.
I think it was. It's high school or middle school. They was hooping.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Jay Will and Timme.
Yeah. I ain't know that.
Listen, I like his story. He didn't give up on himself. Well, he had a season-ending injury. It was a left foot fracture. And then, you know what I'm saying? He got the look from the Nets. And then, you know what I'm saying? He got the contract. I like his story. You know, he's not the only one who has those kind of stories. Gary Payton II, he has that kind of story. PJ Tucker, he has that kind of story. There's a lot of players that didn't just get on a team in the NBA soon right out the draft. Like, they had to work. They had to go to the G League. They had to go to the overseas. You know what I'm saying? It's not just open and shut like you go to the NBA and you just there for 10 years. It's not like that. But
they said Timme was playing FIFA when he got the call up to the Brooklyn Nets. He was just in the crib playing a game of FIFA, and they're like, yo, you got to suit up for the Nets tomorrow. That's crazy.
Timme time. Yeah. That is crazy because he said Maybe a week ago he was down in the G League. They was asking him like, "Yo, you like a double machine down here?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yeah, I credit the coaching staff for pushing me so hard, but my goal is, you know what I'm saying, to get up on the next level. I think being down here, my defense increased, and my defense got better overall, and I wasn't a real good defender." And he was
Right.
like, the coaching staff pushed me to do that, and then next week he got a call up. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I be watching them dudes put in work. That's why I always talk about. I like the dudes from the G League because they gotta work harder to make it up. You know what I'm saying? You can't just work. You can't just stay the same and be in the G League and think you're gonna just get called up like that. You got to put in serious work. And he was damn near unstoppable in the G League. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. I wonder what they're gonna do with him, if they're gonna just let him go or not, and then or wait till summertime. And it's like, nah, call
Listen,
Timmy.
you know what I'm
Tim
noticing too,
Timberland.
Ice? Is that
Yeah,
the Nets have been fair with their talent in the G League, from
yeah.
DDJ to Timme to Keon Johnson. These are
Tyrese.
three good examples you could say that the Nets gave them a fair opportunity to get wrecked.
Oh yeah, and breathe on. The other day when everybody was bringing up all those players out of the G League that been successful, everybody forgot Alex Caruso.
Yeah, hey, it's a lot
Alex
of players
Caruso
down.
came
It's
up
good
and got a
players down there
ring out the
now.
G League.
Yeah. Um, one of the Champagne, I think that Champagne on Washington was in the G League.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the G
Like
League too, and so
he,
was Jalen Martin playing tonight. He was on. He got traded.
yeah,
I
he
want to
was
say
on
he
our
was.
team earlier this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
He's
heard them
playing.
say that, but I was confused when he came in for the Wizards.
Yeah, yeah. He got traded. He got traded in the G League, and I forgot who we got, but he went to
Look,
the Wizards.
Reholla 88 said Dinwiddie Joe Harris, also G League graduates.
And there it is. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Can't
see
sleep
how
on them
people
guys.
be acting like it ain't no talent in the G League. It's just dudes ain't get the right opportunity.
Yeah, or they got something to work on. They got something to work on. They got the potential, and they not all the way there. You know what I'm saying, to stay on the NBA floor, like Dayron. You know what I'm saying? He kept getting in foul trouble. Send him down to the G League, bring him back up, put him back down, bring him back up. So he was consistent. And sometimes that's all it is. If you can find some consistency in your game, that'll keep you on the NBA floor. You know what I mean? It's not because you a terrible player and you got to go down to the G. Nah, man, it ain't that. Some players, just like you say, opportunity just ain't lucky. Injuries, you know what I'm saying? Got to work back. Anything like that, they'll put you in the G. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
don't think they ain't balling down there. They hooping.
But yo, for what it's worth, again, Drew Timme averaged the most points per game in the G League with 20.
Yes, they couldn't
Even
stop him in the G. Like, yo,
yeah, like y'all just acting like it's not even y'all, it's Leaf. You know what I'm saying?
yo.
I had to expose the first game of Zach Edey and Kai Jones because of you, Leaf. Because of you. You're the one who wanted to pretend like you keep calling them mid. So I think about the players that you would contrast them to. Kai Jones and Zach Edey. If Drew Timme is mid, he's the best mid. He in like top mid. And Zach Edey is low mid, and Zach Edey is mid. Like and your chat was defending back in league talking about, oh, Drew Timme not better than Zach Edey. Why not? Why not? Why ain't not better than Kai Jones? Why not?
Ain't no good reasons. Just because he got a
Well,
name. Just because he
yeah.
wasn't in the G League. Well, was he? Kyle Jones probably was in the G League before, wasn't
No, but no. I
he? He
wanna,
was
I
out the
wanna
NBA.
listen. I'm gonna keep to continue to take it there because I don't see him in the chat defending his player. Let's see what they did tonight. Let's see what they did tonight. I don't even know who Kai Jones played for.
Well, Zach Edey coach just got fired. Was it his fault? I mean, you never know.
Man, what is Zach Edey doing? Is he better than Drew Timme? What
Nah,
did he do his
they
second
did
game?
put
Did
that
he
on
score
John
28?
Morant though.
Was it? Hold on. Was his second NBA game better than 19-6? I should look at that. He would tonight. Well, tonight he had 14 and 11 and 2 assists. Okay, he played good. He played good. That's a good game. I can't hold you. That's a good game. But don't sneeze at the 19-6 though. Was they going to Zach Edey in the fourth quarter? He talking about he played for a losing team. They lost.
Ty Jones played for
he had
Mavericks.
14 and 11, but Zach Edey and the rest of them lost. The Grizzlies lost. Stop it.
Yeah, Kai on the Mavericks right now.
He
On the Mavericks, yeah. Kind of numbers he putting up. If you look at Timme NBA numbers, he averaging 15.
Yeah,
what are we talking about? He averaging 15 and 8.
Kai had tonight. He had 15 and 7 rebounds tonight, 3 assists.
Okay, they had decent nights.
Yeah.
What you talking about, Ice? In private
Yo, in your Twitter, I just sent you something that's going around on TikTok about Drew Timme and maybe what y'all was talking about, maybe that first round pick. You know what I mean? Check it out. I don't know if you can put it on, but check it out. See if you know what I mean?
Yo, listen, man. Listen. At the end of the day, I ain't got no puns for Drew Timme, bro. I don't even feel like being funny. Like he what? This shit funny as hell right here. Yeah. They said this Drew Timme and Cooper Flag
next year on the Brooklyn Nets, bro.
That's hilarious. Yo, that's hilarious, bro.
Yo, yeah, it's on
Brooklyn
Nets Twitter right now.
Brooklyn to do that song.
TikTok.
Gonna have Drew Timme like Lil Mabu.
Brooklyn to do that song.
Yeah, that's what they saying. Coop.
That's John. John, you got the
flag. Coop and Drew
Timberland.
Coop and Drew Timberland.
You gotta take your echo out your background, John.
All right, bro.
You know what I mean? Yo, Drew. Hey, Jay, that's the fire name, Drew Timberland. That's a stamp right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We could do this. Me, Ice, and LM. Now, this is JTV. He's part of the BK block. And far as it comes to nicknames, I think that he should be the ambassador. I think that when it comes down to the players and having nicknames, they need to, you know what I mean? Sir J, what is thy nickname? I think, you know what I'm saying? They should like really acknowledge the skill that he has, witty, clever. You know what I'm saying? Just getting these nicknames. Shout to Quest One in the chat. Shout to the whole chat. Shout to Riala 88. Shout to LM. Shout to everybody on the. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Listen, I think that we should start a petition. They should make Jay, you know what I mean, have a little more say on the BK block.
Hey, he got all the nicknames. I ain't gonna. Yeah, that's his thing. Jay hold it down for the nicknames. Drew Timberland is tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drew Timberland is tough.
You guys are hilarious, man. The nicknames are the best.
Shout to John.
Man, you gotta show love to the players, man. They be out there playing their heart out, man, for the borough, man. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, his nickname is Drew. Give me the ball, Timme.
Hey,
that's what happened in the clutch.
Listen, yo, that pick and roll with Keon Johnson and Timme, nice. And like I said, I like the pick and roll, and it don't just have to be Cam Thomas. Any of the players that like playing under the arc, under the 3-point line, is players that Greek fan Breezy like. Just so y'all understand what I be saying when I'm talking basketball, I like to see that in today's modern day basketball because it's far in between. You got players that fans don't even understand. DeRozan and Curry got the same amount of points. They got like around the same amount of points. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it's only a 1-point difference, you know, so people shy away from celebrating the shot just because it's a 2-point shot. Like that's part of the game. Like you're supposed to celebrate the 2 and the 3 and the 1. The original 3-pointer was getting to the basket, scoring, and getting the foul. Bring that back. But again, I don't want to be long-winded, but bring that back. We got LM on the panel and we got John on the panel. LM, man, Drew Hemme, man, Drew Timberland Hemme Timberland. His mama named him Andrew Timme, whatever you want to call him, man. What you think about? You know what I'm saying? Him following up his first NBA game with a 19-6 game.
Yeah, I heard he did good tonight. You know, obviously besides, I guess you could say we kind of got a get back at the end of the season because I think the Wizards was 2-0.
Yeah.
Guaranteed they set out their starters, the malpractice, but um, you know, he's showing that I think to Iceman's point, there are guys in the G League as to where if you give them a shot, they can show that they not trash. Like you give them a certain amount of minutes, you give them a certain put them
Amount of
somewhere and
motivation, money motivation. Like I
yeah,
don't like.
and
Listen, hold on, Ellen. Let me just add to that because people be like, "Oh, he only doing it for the money." What you think we here for? If I'm making $40,000 and they call me up, I'm playing 2K, I'm playing Madden, I'm chilling, and they like, and you gotta realize, LM. Before that, when I don't, you seen that interview with with Timmy Hemme, where he was like, "Yo, I scored 50 in the G League. They need to call me up." I'm paraphrasing. Like he basically like, "Yo, I did that so I could get to the NBA. Like I'm trying to see what's up." Like yeah,
yeah,
that's
they
all
said
famous shit. That
they
my
s-
check go up. I can fuck with that,
he
that
said
money.
like he said some I think he said some AO type phrase or whatever that was going around that had me weak. Horty told him to like nut up or something. I don't know. It was something like that, but yeah, it should. I think part of his why I think he's really good. He spent 4 years in college. Like
Mm-hmm.
he has that experience. He has that experience as to where you spend 4 years in college, you tend to learn some things. You're pretty much your game is made for
But
the
LM,
NBA
but
at this
okay,
point.
let me ask you this, LM. Watching college basketball, what's the what's the scoff at 4-year players? You know what I'm saying? Like they not supposed to be as good as 1-year players. Like some of them are.
Yeah, seniors in college they dominate because they've been there so long. Like even though Kentucky just got eliminated, reason why they was doing so good is because most of them was 4-year players. They've
Mm-hmm.
been there. They know the system. They know the game. They was beating up on some of the freshman teams because that's how it worked. Like we got more experience. We the seniors. Obviously in the NBA they don't go towards that because most of them is 23 years old or 22. The NBA love their young guys, the 18-year-olds and the 19-year-olds. So they stray away from that. But you give some of these dudes a shot in the NBA, they gonna put in work. Like that's something that you gotta take notice of. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Drew, Timmy gonna come in, give the minutes, and I seen a lot of, it's pandemonium. And some Nets fans upset that we won tonight, but you can't blame Timmy for going out there and playing his heart out. Like
No,
he
bro,
got a game to
I don't
play.
think LM, bro. We gotta go to John after this, but LM, bro. People don't understand that the Washington Wizards, they're exceptional great tankers, bro. When it come down to the religion of tanking and just being the OG, when you walk in the room and there's the little G, the YG tanker, then you got the guy who got a little bit of status tankers. Then you got they are the final boss of tankers, bro. There's nobody better than this. You cannot be mad at the Brooklyn Nets for beating the Washington Wizards, man. You just can't.
We
I
couldn't
don't
get
think
swept
it's
by them
that.
though. We couldn't get
Yeah.
swept by the Wizards.
I
That's
don't think it's that. I think it's just because we gave Philly the fifth place odds, and now you talking about a team that arguably has a chance of getting in that top three range right now. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, yeah. I said it before. The win loss don't matter to me at this point. The odds are what they are. They just we got to roll into May 12th with our heads held high. It is what it is. Like. You can't complain about a loss. I mean, a
oh, see,
win.
look,
It is. You
yo,
gotta,
this
you
is
know.
how true it is, man. Because you saying that May 12th it is. The name of my mic right here is 512 Audio, man. For, oh, look, I'm gonna see if
That's
y'all can see it.
wild.
Yeah.
See if
So
y'all
I
can see
mean, we
that
almost
shit.
there, man.
But
It's April is pretty
512
much.
Audio, man. I'm
April is
telling
pretty
you,
much
man.
this week. You know, 1 month left. So
Yep.
it is what it is. We're close, but I'm not gonna really crash out about the win. It is what it is. Like I'm not. You know, it's pandemonium on Twitter right now. Um, but I'm not
Really? I'm
necessarily.
seeing a lot of love for Drew Timme on Twitter, man.
Timmy for him, but not for the win.
Nah,
Well,
only one that saying mad was Nets Press. Dylan.
No,
Nah, it
LBO
was
was
a
mad too. I went out with
LBO.
LBO.
I've seen a lot of other Nets fans who not really popping like that. They was complaining. The spaces is crazy right now. Like it's. I think Philly
Yo,
fans
but
was. I think Saint reposted a Philly page and they was like, "Yo, Nets won. We lit." Like I think the Philly fans right
yeah,
now
I saw
is
that.
nice.
I
They
saw that.
cheering right now that we won.
yo,
So.
I just wanna say that everybody. Matter of fact, I'll say this and then I'll let Ellen finish and we go to John. I just want to say we did all of this. I already thanked y'all last stream. Y'all know what it is. We made it this far in this season, which was one of the toughest seasons I ever had to do as a content creator. I will always remind y'all of that. Y'all want to stress me out, raise my blood pressure at the end of the season after everything we went through, you ungrateful so and so's. We brung you content, we brung you recaps for 3 hours, working it out together. You Nets fans, I want y'all to know y'all weren't alone. Big Fan Breezy and everybody on this panel wants you to know y'all weren't alone. And y'all run around in these spaces on Twitter or X and crying about just one win versus the Wizards. And it's not even guaranteed. And a lot of y'all always contrast it to football. It's not the same thing. And then you say, then they got LeBron in the interview, LM, saying that
Yeah.
it might be rigged. So what the fuck? Why stress?
We to me, we were always going to be fifth or sixth best odds anyway. Like it wasn't Toronto's. We're not catching Toronto, but at the end of the day, I think fifth and sixth was always where we was going to be at. So to me, I it's not really a reason to trip. Like this was always where we was going to be at. But I could see why. I guess it's just the Philly thing, yo. Why Philly is got better odds than us. Nobody expected Philly to even be tanking this year. Like we all thought Philly was going to be a threat to the top
Yeah,
teams
they
in the
got Paul
East.
George, bro.
Yeah, so nobody expected that out of them. I don't like that they did, but it is what it is. They saw what was happening. They pivoted. I don't think they should. I think it would be funny as hell if they still got greased on May 12th and they pick went to OKC, which could possibly happen. Just because they
Yeah,
got fifth don't really mean anything.
they just gotta
They could
get like
still get
number 8
greased.
or something like that. Number
Hold
Yeah,
on.
7.
so they could still get greased. So I'm not really up in arms. Yeah, we got to see it. So that's my take on everything. But
We
yeah,
we
John
we
can
we
go.
yeah, go ahead, John, man. Go ahead, talk to us, man. I know
Yo, again, shout out to Ice, our head of player development. Your two guys, Tyree Smart and Drew Timme tonight.
Yo.
Clutch in that fourth quarter, man. Again, Ice does his homework and he believes in these guys. These guys are showing his credit
I don't
tonight.
like this sense of sarcasm in your voice
No,
though
no,
when
Hey,
you
I
yo.
say
actually
it.
give it Ice his props. Ice knows I'm giving his props, but it's not, like really,
You
like
heard it too, Ice?
Huh?
Did you hear it too? It was like a sense of a tone of sarcasm
Nah,
when he was saying it.
that's
Like
no,
how John
Ice.
be
Nah,
talking.
nah, yo,
Nah,
listen,
that's how
the
John be talking. Oh,
sarcasm, Jay, is welcome here. I can't lie to you, bro. But I'm gonna just let you know, all you guys that do that and y'all come in this page and I don't like it much no more. This what y'all get. This what y'all get.
Nah, but I still I'll give him his credit, man. Those two guys did good tonight. Drew. Yeah, this would be Drew's nickname. Drew, give me the ball. I'm fitness score Timme, because that's what he was doing tonight. He was making a
Yo,
lot of clutch shots
I
tonight.
like how you did that there. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I know. I had a new lyric there. Nah, but shout out to Timme. Like, at the end of the day, keep doing this. Like, what else do you have to give to this team? Like, he's fighting for a future potential role in this team. Keep showing the effort, keep showing the heart, and clearly this guy wants to be here. And Martin as well. This is probably one of his most confident performances of the season. And these are the performances I kind of want to see from these guys whose futures we don't know if they're really going to be a part of this team, but they're trying to earn those roles. My only negative of the night was Johnson didn't need to play tonight. And it was so unfortunate that he hurt his back in that fourth quarter, like his tailbone. Like,
Yeah.
that's a gnarly injury. Thank God she was able to get off of his own feet. But you look at what happened with Stephen Curry when he hurt his tailbone. He hasn't been the same player since. He's still a really good player, but tailbone injuries are like some of the most gnarly things you could get. And I just hope Johnson's okay. But he didn't have to play tonight. I just feel like the front office, they did a bad job of protecting Johnson and Claxton's values this year. I felt like after the deadline, you didn't have to play them all these games. You could have managed their minutes, protect their value. Now it feels like if you do want to trade either one in the summer, I think there's a chance both of them are going to be on this team just because I think their values aren't where they should be. So we'll deal with that. But shout out to Timme and Martin tonight. They definitely had good games. They fought hard, and they wanted the W. So they wanted it more than the Wizards did at the end. So
Why Tucson from Walmart didn't get no minutes tonight?
Because it was about Timme. Everybody know what Tucson can do. I feel like they really going hard for a stretch four. But y'all see he threw the super chat. So I want to say shout out to Leave Diggy. He a moderator on his page. He sent the super chat, $5 super chat, youtube.com/@leaf4788. That's his page. Y'all could subscribe to him. He had 291 last time I seen it. He trying to get to 300. What I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Now, this is a part of the show that I just gotta be honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? StreamYard, they tried to rob me, man. You know what I'm saying? With the 10 fans on the panel, they said the number that they said, they might as well, they didn't have a gun, but they was trying to rob me, man. So I couldn't pay that price. So now I could have paid it, but it was just like doing myself bad. Like, why y'all even on me like that? You know what I'm saying? I felt personal. Case in point is it's 6 to the panel right now. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all on the panel and y'all don't have to leave. Y'all could work out a situation where y'all just go to the studio and don't leave the studio, and then when somebody dead, just jump back in. Or y'all could just say stuff in the private chat. I mean, I gotta do it that way until I can get 10 fans on the panel.
Breezy, I'll finish up my points and go so somebody else could get up there. I just want to come get my take tonight because I'm gonna relax for tonight and tomorrow. It's been a crazy Brooklyn Nets ride, so I don't mind giving up the spot to let somebody else produce some good content. Kind of made a lot of good points. And just to sum up what Elam said, at this point, the odds are just kind of set. We're going to get the 5th or 6th. At the end of the day, May 12th, we'll find out just how much this front office really cared about the lottery pick, and what will happen will happen. The damage has been done. Whatever you could take away from the season has been done. Now it's about just seeing where this all leads up to. So it'll be interesting to see where we really do draw on May 12th. But I feel great about the Bucks pick. The Bucks pick is looking good, and hopefully the Nets can have a very successful draft night. But Joe Desai and Sean Marks, their legacies this summer on the line. They got to show this summer they can really start building a team. I don't want to hear Joe Desai talk about football. Like, I wait 5 months to hear this guy say something. He talks about football. This is basketball. We're here to talk about you owning a stake in the Miami Dolphins. We want this team to be front and center. So I hope this summer we see this front office really invest in trying to build something, because I feel like the direction of this team, it's still very free-flowing, and I hope this summer we actually have something more concrete. And I think once we have that, everything's going to start lining up the way it should for this team. So I hope it really does work out for us this summer.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up. Shout out to John. Shout out to the show you be doing too. I'll be trying to catch it sometime. I'll be trying to get on. But shout the podcast out before you did though.
Yeah. Before I go, guys, here I want to talk from basketball. You find my Twitter at OS91413John. I also do work with Gary on the BK Nothing But Nets podcast. We produce some great fun content, so definitely check out the videos if you haven't already. Subscribe and enjoy some fun basketball discussions. Have a great night, y'all. Though great show, man.
You
I
already,
appreciate
John.
you.
Night,
All right.
Jones.
Have a good
Word.
night, everybody.
Well, tap into that podcast too, man. That podcast is all right.
Facts.
We gotta go to Scott, then we gonna go to Leaf. Scott, talk to us, man. What's going on? You off on your day, your night job? You was off on the Kiss FM joint? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I took off
You
tonight.
wear many hats, you a man that wear many hats.
Yeah, I'm glad Drew Timmy's trying to make a play on the team, huh?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I like his gameplay. He hustle, he plays hard.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worried about. I'm not worried about the position no more. I don't think we really need to be worried about that. Let me tell you something. With like Philly is moved in front of us, and they all happy and shit. The basketball gods don't like fucking haters.
Talk
And
that
it
shit.
seemed to me like Philly all they was concerned about was tanking, getting below us and below a couple other teams.
Mm-hmm. They cheaters, man. They
I
cheating,
really
man.
hope they get. I really hope
And
they get done
cheaters
dirty
never
on May 12th.
prosper, man.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I hope
seriously,
they get
man.
done dirty, man.
Yeah, I heard it. I want to go to Leaf after this, so we're gonna let Scott continue. But I heard it a process. But this is if there was ever a milking a cow, this
That's
is what you
milking the
call
cow.
it. They are milking the draft cow. They are under the titty squeezing every drop of milk out that draft cow. Like
And
get
have no
the
reason
fuck out of
to.
here.
Yo.
And have no reason
Out of
to.
the Philadelphia 70 fucking Sixers, man. Damn it.
They have
Yeah.
no reason to, man.
They
It's
have
just a
no
shame.
class, no shame, no integrity.
No
Just-
decorum.
Just
Nasty work.
disgusting.
Like,
with those
listen, hey, as far as I'm concerned, we still fourth odds. Them niggas is under investigation, bro. I'm not entertaining
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
Philly.
it's too.
Yeah, they still under investigation. If they trying to, Jay, if you were saying that they trying to appeal it or whatever, well, it's probably going by the time they finish the appeal, bro, the lottery gonna be already set. So I ain't even worried about it. OKC probably gonna get their pick because they shit is protected outside of 5 anyway. So they ain't even gonna get a chance at it, bro. Like so, like if they fall out, if they fall out of top 5, I think top 5 it is. Then OKC gonna end up with their pick. So and that's probably what the league gonna want anyway. So they ain't really gonna give a shit.
Yeah, but just leave. Just staying there. When you look at what OKC did with their draft picks and contrasted to 76ers, which is a great example, then you can see that since Seattle became OKC Thunder, since the Seattle Supersonics became OKC Thunder, OKC Thunder has done way better with their draft picks than the 76ers, bro. And you know, and I wanna say this to Leaf, and then we going hold on. I want to say this first though. Brockwork, a moderator on his page, he sent a $2 super chat. He said the Nets will draft Cooper Flag. But before I lose my train of thought, let me say this to Leaf, bro. This is what the jalapeno in the pot. When they seen that the Atlanta Hawks drafted Trae Young, and what they did with that draft capital going to the Atlanta Hawks, best the 76ers. And the 76ers had way more draft capital than the Atlanta Hawks. And the Atlanta Hawks best them to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Bro, the 76ers don't deserve a goddamn thing. Go ahead, Dolly.
I mean, bro, Breezy, you've been on Front Street about how a bunch of teams don't deserve a higher pick or whatever the case is. See, just to let you know, since Seattle moved to OKC, they've drafted 3 MVPs. That's Katie, Russ, and Harden. So they've done better than everybody in the draft. So that's not even a discussion. So that ain't even a discussion about the draft. But as far as tonight's game goes, I
Give
seen
Timmy his respect.
defense. No, I'm not because defensively he was.
Give him his respect.
I'm not.
Man.
I'm not because
You have
defense.
to.
I don't, because defensively he was trash and he had the worst plus minus on the
Kai
court.
Jones' first game was 1 minute.
Oh, Kai Jones. Just to let you know, Kai Jones
His
tonight.
first game was 1
Just
minute.
hold up.
Drew Timme first game, he had a double-double. Give him his respect.
Jay, don't cut me off. Jay, don't cut me off. Just to let you know, Kai Jones
All right,
tonight.
so you're not gonna respect him. You got no respect, man.
No, because he had the worst. He had the worst plus minus on the court, bro.
You got no respect, man.
If you would have came into my chat and you would have seen it, I'd gave him his respect on the rebounds. He did a good job on the boards. Offensive rebounds.
19 points. When the last time Kai Jones had 19 points?
Last week when he had 21. So like shush.
On his what game in the NBA? This is second game.
Yo,
right. It took
like that's what I'm saying. Show him some
19
respect.
points.
Bro,
it took Kai Jones 55 games to get 19 points.
Yo,
his first game was 1 minute.
I never want to know.
Hold up.
It took him 4 seasons to get 19.
Hold up. Time out. I know y'all being funny about shit, but let's put some please let's put it in perspective.
Yeah, let's put some context to it.
Let's put just to let you know tonight. Kai Jones only missed 1 shot. He had 4 steals, 2 blocks,
all right,
7 rebounds.
But we talking about the first and second game of an NBA player named Drew Timme and one named Kai Jones, and it took Kai Jones to get into his rhythm over years to get to what he did tonight. Drew Timme did that in his second NBA game.
No, it didn't, my nigga. Drew Timme played 20-something minutes, my nigga, in his first or second game. Like, come on.
And Kai Jones got 1 because that's what he was contributing to the team. 1 minute.
No, that's not. No,
did he
that's
even
because
get to put a shot up?
That's because of what he was getting played, bro.
He didn't even get to put a shot up in that minute.
This
it was
ain't
just
even
like,
this,
good looking for going out.
Hold up. This ain't about Kai Jones, bro. Like, hold up. Let me just stay on the game.
No, last night you was making it about Kai Jones. You and
I wasn't making it about Kai Jones. No,
nigga here now.
No, your man.
Nigga here now.
What about
nigga? Listen, your man. I understand you being funny, bro. Like, and y'all niggas. Listen, but tonight, bro,
like, not being funny. This the real stats. His second game, he had 0 points. His third game, he had 0 points. His fourth game, he had 0 points. His fifth game, he had 0 points. His sixth.
Yo,
y'all niggas way out.
You was talking all that shit. Now we here. We talking all that shit,
bro. And when he finally got shots. When he finally got shots, bro, look, 100.
It took him to score 19 points. Matter of fact,
my nigga, what he supposed to do in 4 minutes, bro? What you want?
Get more than 4 minutes.
What you mean? Get more than 4 minutes?
Be like Tim.
Tell a coach.
To be like Drew.
Drew. Hold up.
He should be like Drew.
Hit me up.
Want to be like Drew.
Hit me up when Drew Timme starts in the game. Kai Jones has been starting the last couple of months.
against Dallas.
He's not starting.
Why Drew Timme start
versus Dallas? He's not starting, bro. Hit me up when Drew Timme starts, bro.
CJ and Clowney just got injured. Drew Timme about to start next game.
He about to start next game and do what?
In his third NBA game, he gets his start.
Still
better than Kai Jones.
And do what?
He might.
And he about to get exposed. And he about to get exposed. And y'all niggas gonna be looking stupid, bro, when I come up in here, bro.
You got exposed talking that Kai Jones shit. His 6 games, 0 points, 2 points, 2 points.
What he supposed to do? Nigga, what he supposed to do in 4 minutes?
Bro, I'm just showing you what is.
What is it? You're not giving context, bro. You're not giving context, bro. See, what is he supposed to do?
Hornets, who is in front of him?
You're not giving context, bro.
Hey Jay, yo.
Because Bridges there.
You're not. You just arguing with me. You're not giving context, bro. Like,
nah, he got the context on the screen, man. You asked
it
for
ain't
context,
no context.
He gave it to you.
And I already told you, bro. What can you do in less than 10 minutes? What can you do?
Way more.
Make your coach give you more minutes.
What in less than 10? The coach can't give. The coach got to give you minutes.
You you're not a valuable contribution to the team, you wouldn't get no minutes.
Just to let you know, bro. Claxton sat out. Your man Dayron sat out. That's why Drew Timme got minutes tonight. What are you talking about?
He got minutes because he's Drew Timberland and he's better than Kai Jones would ever be.
Yo, hold on.
Listen, this nigga Jay is just running his mouth, bro. Like y'all niggas is just trying to be funny.
Hold on, time out.
No,
your man Dayron was in street clothes. That's why he got minutes.
Hold on.
Yeah, and he got offensive rebounds too. I mean, forget why he got the minutes. He got the minutes. Why did Kai Jones not get the minutes?
Exactly.
Kai Jones didn't get the minutes because of the coach.
All right. Well, the coach didn't feel he was a valid contribution to the game that night.
Y'all niggas need to look at the chat. Y'all niggas need to look at y'all chat right now, bro. Like, because
no, you talking.
You need to look at the chat right now.
Don't look for help in the chat. We talking to you. You need to look deep inside yourself and find some respect for Drew Timme, man. That's what you need to do.
There is no respect for Drew Timme. He had the worst plus minus on the court.
Hold on.
He need a floaty right now. Yo.
Hold on. First and foremost, again.
That's trying to defend a nigga. That's trying to defend a nigga from the G League. Shit is crazy.
Exactly. It's talent in the G League. Stop downplaying the G League.
See, this is what I'll be trying to say. First and foremost, shout out to Joey BK. I see you backstage. There's only 6 on a panel. Just stay in the studio, work it out with one of the guys to switch with, or just hold it down until I could get you on the panel. But I do see you. Now, back to Leaf. My point is you keep scoffing at these players, saying that they mediocre, and you highlighted, we need Kai Jones, we need Zach Edey. These are the players that you said that we need so much. So I pulled them up and contrasted it to the guy I was talking about. And when we did the numbers, you can't
pull up numbers. You gotta watch the game. You gotta watch the game. You can't pull up numbers. You gotta watch what he do.
Can I finish? Kai Jones' numbers is funny next to Drew Timme's. Drew Timme numbers is sturdy.
This nigga only played 2 games, bro. Y'all gotta stop, bro. You carrying it. You trying to be funny, bro. I get it, bro. The joke is over.
I'm pulling up statistics.
You're pulling up 2 games. He played 2 games.
Right, so, okay, if we was only talking about 2 games, the first 2 games for Kai Jones.
This ain't just stop. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Wait, you telling me Kai Jones? Wait,
stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Kai Jones never been in the G League?
Stop. Yeah, he been in the G League and he went off in the G League.
In the G League?
My nigga, have you seen Kai Jones in the G League?
Was he putting up 50?
He was putting up 30 and 20, nigga. What are you talking about?
It wasn't 50 though.
Right.
Oh my god, this nigga said it wasn't 50 though.
I'm asking you, was it 50? Was he dropping 50 burgers?
He got, how many 30-point games are Drew Timme got in the G League? How many 30-point? No, he don't.
He got a lot.
What do you mean a lot? Count them. Cause I could give you photographic images, bro, of Kai Jones.
All right, so tell me the photographic images of Kai Jones in the G League.
I'm on YouTube right now.
No, because the only reason why I want
I'm gonna give you a photographic.
The only reason why I want you to is because you just downplayed the G League. So if you anything
I didn't
that
downplay the G League,
yes, you did. I didn't. Anything that you come up with is supporting my point.
You say
I didn't.
So tell me what Kai Jones did in the G League.
Kyle Jones, G League stats. Look at this. 27-17, 30, 30, 30, 31, 35, 34. 30, what are we doing?
And it still wasn't 50.
The last time he was in the G League, bro.
It still
he ain't been in the
50.
G League he ain't been in the G League in years.
Yo, Kai Jones got to get on Drew Timme level, man, for real, man.
He better than this. What are y'all, bro? Kai Jones is a starter in this league. What are you talking about?
Yo, Kai Jones is mid, for real. That's what the chat
said. He's not mid.
Look in the chat.
He's a starter in this league. What are we talking about? Drew Timme don't even start.
For who he start for?
He start for Dallas.
Oh, because their whole team injured, remember?
He start with AD. What you mean?
Bro, PJ Washington.
PJ Washington starts. He's in the starting lineup with PJ Washington. He's in the starting lineup with AD. He's
Yeah,
in the
Yo,
starting
man.
lineup with
Listen,
Klay
yo,
Thompson.
yo,
because the
I'm
other
just
What are
two
we
trying to
big
tell
talking
men
yo,
about?
hurt, Leaf.
Bruh.
leave. I'm just trying to tell
He's
you,
still
The
ain't
other
better
two
Jones
than
is
big men
cool, but
hurt.
he ain't
Drew
no
Timmy.
Drew Timmy, man.
How is Drew
That's it.
Timmy coming off the bench putting up better numbers than Kai Jones, who's a starter?
He ain't no Drew Timmy, man. That's all it is.
He's not putting
That's
up
all.
better numbers, bro. What are we talking about?
Last game,
Like,
Drew Timmy had 19 and 6. How much did he have?
he had, bro. Tonight he had 15 and 7. His highest this
That's not
year.
better.
His
That's not
highest
better.
this year was 21 and 9. Did Drew
Bruh, he
Timmy ever hit 21 and 9? No.
in 2
Give him
games.
But
another
but
couple
let's
Two
No,
games.
I'm talking. No, 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 no. Don't
Give
give
him
me.
another
Don't give me.
couple games.
Stop giving me 2022 shit. I'm talking about this year. That's what we going off of. This year, Kai Jones put up 21 and 9. This
What?
year, Kai Jones put
That's his
up
career
18 and
high?
11.
That's his
This
career high.
year, this year,
Yo, look
Kai
how
Jones
long
put
it
up
took him to
18
get
and
his career
11.
high. Drew
This
Timmy got
year,
his career high every game he played so far.
this year. This is what we talking about. This year. Y'all niggas is not funny, bro. Look, you dropping your camera. You look, you
Yo,
bullshitting.
yo, because bro,
I
you
ain't
gotta
bullshitting.
realize
21.
that your
It
man
ain't
Kai
nothing
Jones
to
is cool,
realize.
but
20,
he
21
ain't no
points is
Drew Timmy,
Kai
man.
Jones' career high. 21 is Kai Jones' career high in the NBA. 21
That's what I'm
points, 50
saying.
Wow.
rebounds.
That's
Drew
this
Timmy is
Wow.
year.
getting his career high every
No,
night.
period.
Bro,
That's the
this is
most
Timmy can,
bro.
points
Tim-
he's
Timmy can
I'm
scored
definitely,
in.
talking I'm
Timmy can
talking
definitely
about this
eclipse that.
year.
That's nothing.
I'm talking about this year, bro.
Bro,
Kai Jones.
bro,
20
this the other day you bragging
Timmy,
about he took 3 seasons to score 21 points.
He didn't take
I,
3
I, I
seasons.
guarantee you, you give
Oh
Timmy the
my
playing time
god.
Kai Jones got, he gonna eclipse 21 points easily. Easily.
Yup.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
speak
Yeah,
for him,
listen,
Easily.
Joey.
Hold on,
Joey,
no,
Talk to him,
time out. Hold on,
Joey.
hold on. Joey was
Joey,
at
I
the game.
listen, Joey.
Hold
I
on.
ain't
Leave.
even expect you to come in
Hold
here
on.
co-sign that
Oh
bullshit,
no.
but
Joey was at
No.
the game, live at the game. So I want to ask Joey. Joey, talk to us. Tell us what you seen. You seen Drew Timmy live action, and you was at the game with good ass seats. I must say.
it
So
gotta be good seats.
talk to us, Joey. What happened tonight, man?
Man, I mean, the game started off slow. The first half was kind of sluggish. The Nets picked it up in the third, man. They was gunning that fucking 3-pointer. I mean, Keon, Jalen Wilson, Zayik, he's shooting really bad, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Timme. Timme is a throwback type of big. He doesn't have good lateral movement, but he makes it up for his grit and his basketball IQ. He has a good knack around the rim. He as with getting rebounds and putbacks and shit like that. But yeah, man, we almost lost it. I think Trendon Watford was doing too fucking much. He was doing too much. We almost
He
lost the game
was.
because of him
He
dribbling
was.
and just fucking not passing the
Losing
fucking
the
ball.
ball.
Yeah, but
that nigga.
it was a good game, man. It was a good, and I seen it live in action, man. We might have the worst whistle in the NBA. It's crazy. Like on
Yeah, it
both sides
is.
of the ball,
These
the
niggas
Nets
shot
might have the
29
worst
for
whistle in the
33.
NBA.
All I
Right, and
really know is that they don't really care about us.
it was
So
all
Yeah, but
female. It was all female
but
refs out there too.
Joey,
to
so let me ask.
the Timmy Kai Jones shit, I
Yeah,
think they just two different players. Kai Jones is more of an athlete, get up in
right.
transition, run up the court, dunk. Timmy is a
Yeah.
throwback, back to the basket. He gonna grit, he gonna grind, he gonna get putbacks. You know
And
what
let
I'm
me
saying?
ask
They
you
two
this.
different
Let me
type
Kai,
of
ask
Kai
you this.
players.
Jones is just not good at playing as
Hold
Timmy.
on, Joey. Who the better ISO scorer? Who could get their own bucket faster?
Oh, that's
Kai
Timmy,
Jones?
easily. Timmy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make
Every
him the
day of
better
the week.
player. That doesn't make
Every
him a
day
better
of the
player.
week.
That doesn't make him a better player, bro.
Are we
But
Please.
better on
Leaf,
the
I'm gonna say
offensive
that I
side of the
think it's
ball?
unfair. I think you being a little unfair to Timmy. I think
Defensively, Kai Jones clears him, bro. It's not even
oh yeah,
close.
for
Timmy
sure.
clears him
Nobody's
on offense.
arguing that for
He
sure.
doesn't clear
I
him on
think, but
offense.
Yes,
Yes, he does.
I
No, he
think Timmy.
doesn't.
I think if you gave Timmy the playing
50
time,
points
if
saved
Timmy
him.
got the actual minutes, Kai Jones got. I think Timmy could eclipse 21 points easy. He had 19 tonight in his second game.
Facts.
The dude was a double machine in the G League, Leaf. The nigga was putting up 40, 50 points, averaging like between 10 and 15
Kai
boards.
Jones was giving niggas 20, 30 and 17 in the G League. What are you saying?
Bro, two
Bro,
games.
but Timme was doing the same thing though.
Exactly.
Okay, all right,
And
bravo.
got
They
a
both
50 burger.
bravo. They both, but bravo.
You
But
know the
bro, listen.
difference? You know the hold
Yeah, they
on. I
both
just
did it, but one did it
And Kai
better.
Jones
hold on.
Kai Jones
Listen,
stays with a higher field goal percentage, bro. It's
listen,
7 for 8, 8 for 8, 10 for 10, 9 for
listen,
9, 11 for 11.
Because he
listen.
running and dunking. That's it.
And that's all That's all I need to do, nigga.
Drew
I'm
Timme
jumping
is
clean
scoring
over
in a
you.
plethora of ways. He's
That's
scoring.
all
He's
I'm
I
gonna
upping
just
need
say
to
this though.
do.
underscore.
Timme is kind of a. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He's kind of a liability on defense. I will say that he is a little bit.
I
But
seen that.
you know,
But hold on. You
Which
gotta
would
remember that
explain why he had the worst
back to
plus
back.
minus tonight.
He playing off a back to back. Yeah, I gotta consider that. Gotta consider the fact that he played yesterday. Excuse me. And they flew to Washington. They played in the Barclays. They ain't playing in Barclays the next game. No, the very next game they played in Washington.
Nigga, you could drive to Washington in 3 hours, bro. They ain't
So
fly.
what? I'm just saying it's a back to back. You don't think you're gonna get fresh? You think you're gonna get the players at the freshest off a back to back? I'm just saying it's gonna be some fatigue there. Yeah, I don't think that he got good defense. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think it could get better. I think he got room for improvement. But
Joker don't got good defense. Not to compare Joker to Timme, but he
Don't
don't
do
got
that.
good defense.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not doing that. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
do that, man.
listen
Do
to
that.
my point. Listen to my point. Stop saying he can't thrive in the league because he don't got good defense. There's a lot of niggas in the league that thrive that don't got good defense. That's my point.
Like
what I'm saying,
it's about the team defense that makes up for it, that helps them out.
Facts, Joey.
What I'm trying to tell y'all is that in these type of situations like tonight, and I pointed at specific plays during my play-by-play, which was 2 hours and 30 something minutes. Ice was there. He saw what I saw coming around the screen, bro. He don't want no parts of the perimeter. Backdrop, gave up a 3. Backdrop, gave up a 3. Backdrop, gave up a 3. Go under the screen, gave up a 3. Go under the screen, gave up another 3. Like at least 5-6 possessions. Motherfucking Washington is just getting threes, and these niggas ain't even got shooters for real. Outside of
that's why we was letting them
outside
shoot.
of Poole, AJ Johnson, bro. AJ Johnson was getting in the lane like
Johnson, man.
AJ Johnson was getting in the paint like easily. I'm like, where the fuck is our defense at?
That kid is super athletic, fast.
And all that being said, they still managed to let us beat them because they're just that good of a tanking team. Like, bro,
I ain't gonna hold you. I was at the game, y'all, and it looked like both teams wanted to win that game.
Wait, you was in Washington tonight?
Bro, they beat us twice.
I'm in DC right now.
All right.
They beat us twice. We didn't want to get swept, and they was trying to show us, yeah, we bust y'all ass.
Nah, both of them teams wanted to win that game tonight. They wasn't.
That's what I'm just saying, Joey. Because they already beat us twice, and we didn't want to lose to them, and they wanted to show us that we got y'all. We own y'all niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why nobody wanted to lose.
Jordan Poole got hurt though. He had to.
My thing. What did you think about Tyrese Martin up close, Joey?
He looked okay. He got a little bag or whatever. The thing is, Tyrese Martin he's not fast. He don't got a quick first step, and he's not gonna really blow by you. I mean, he's a decent little player. He got a little bag or whatever, but it's not crazy. He's not crazy crafty. He got enough just to get a shot off. But if he got a nigga that's fast and athletic and on him, it's hard for him to get his shit off. You feel what I'm saying? Because he just don't got that burst, you know? But,
yeah. So, all right. So, I mean, do you want him to make the rotation next season or you want him in a trade?
I don't mind. I don't mind it. I mean, we go back to Tyrese Martin. The reason I was so hard on Tyrese Martin, because I felt like a lot of people in here was glazing Tyrese Martin like he was so much better than a lot of the other guys.
It was only one person doing that.
And when I look at the numbers, he's not too far off from a lot of the other guys' numbers. They right around the same. You feel me? As far as points per game, assists, rebounds, and shit like that. But he's solid. I wouldn't mind Tyrese Martin for an end of the bench player. Not at all. He's solid.
Yeah. All right, cool. See, that's what I'm saying. Jordy Fernandez run a 10-man rotation. Got Timme, Tyrese Martin at the end of the bench. Jalen Wilson making his case, man. What y'all feel about him overall during this season? Like, I will start with Joey and work our way around the panel because
I
he's
was there
somebody.
tonight. I ain't going to front. I was high on Jalen Wilson, but then it kind of like I kind of got fed up with him. You could tell like he's not that athletic and that okay. The boy can't get a shot off unless he just bowling pinning into the paint trying to run somebody over. You feel what I'm saying?
I
Like he
disagree
got
with
no
that.
bag, and
I disagree with that.
Nah, I'm just saying he don't got no back. Like the only way he get his shit off, he got a set three. That's it. He really
I
got no
disagree
bag
with
to get a
that.
bucket.
I think his bag got better, bro. Like than what it was, bro. Like he was pulling moves off tonight, bro. Like
He's a slack.
He
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 can't put the ball on
he
the floor.
plays hard though. He played hard.
he was pulling left right moves off tonight, bro. Like remember we had him running point at some point at a point in the game, bro. Like like he didn't turn the ball over. I mean shit. Like he got better, bro. Like he got better. I'm gonna
You
give
notice
Jalen
how
Wilson his
you notice
credit,
how a
bro.
lot of times he goes into the paint and it's like he's trying to push off and he gets the ball stripped. He'll hold the ball and try to go up and under. Cause he really don't got no moves with the ball like that. He's just a beeline player straight to the basket. He
I mean,
either
but
beeline it to the basket or he's shooting a three.
last year it was worse, Joey. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like this year, you could definitely see the improvement in
No,
terms of his drive and
improved.
attack. And yeah, like it's slowly but surely, bro. Like I mean, him, Keon got better, but like you got to realize, like
Yeah, Keon got better too.
I look
But,
back at
here's
a
my
lot
thing though,
like the
Lee.
top.
They got better, but have they gotten better enough for us to be like, damn, they got a little better, but I don't think they took that big of a jump.
They got better
Is
as
that fair
bench
to say?
players, bro. Like I mean,
No, to make the roster, no.
as bench players, they all got better, bro. Like I ain't gonna,
Yeah, they did.
I'm not disputing that, bro.
But
I'm gonna get into what,
successful.
yeah, because I was gonna segue to what Easy was talking about yesterday because he made up a good point. In terms of bench players, bro, Wilson, Zaire, he came off the bench early in the season, like first 5 games of the season. Martin, Tyrese Martin, Keon, they all got those 4 players, bro. They all been playing all year. They all been getting they feet in the sand all year. You know what I'm saying? They all been getting their hands
But
dirty
the
all
thing is,
year.
we can't
So
keep all them niggas though. We can't keep all of it,
Yeah,
and most of them give us the
but
same thing.
I mean, bro, they ain't gonna cost no real money.
Listen, Joey. At the end of the day, for the most part, in my opinion, we're gonna get 2 players in rotation from that draft. We're gonna get that top pick, whatever that pick is, and that's gonna be in the road. That player gonna be in rotation, and we're gonna get like one more player. I think, in my opinion, and those other 3 players, they might go to the G League. I don't know. Realistically, do I think we're gonna get 5 new players part of the roster? I don't think so. I think
We got
they
a lot
look
of draft picks. What you think we gonna do with all those draft picks?
We might
They gonna
trade up.
I ain't
trade
gonna lie, we might trade up.
something.
Maybe
They
we
gonna
might
trade
trade up.
something.
Yo,
It's a possibility that we trade up for
Man,
starters.
Sean Marks has
Maybe
never
next
traded up
listen,
in the draft.
and right, and
No, I'm
again,
talking about trade them niggas for starters.
listen, yeah, no, this is what I'm trying to get to. It's how much we got in motion with these players being potential not 6 men, but like maybe 7th, 8th, 9th mans on the roster with draft picks. We'll trade you Drew Timme. Sorry, Drew Timme. I'm just hypothetically, I won't want you to get traded. Let me just say that.
Right.
But
Oh man,
Drew Timme and the Knicks pick.
you
So they
traded the Kai
listening.
Jones
You gonna
killer
pick?
You know
already?
what I'm saying?
You gonna pick? Nigga said Kai
Oh,
Jones
Yo,
killer.
I just
we
want to
about to
tell you
see
real quick.
Drew Timme versus Kai Jones next game.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yup.
I saw Claxton
Yes, we
Pops at
are.
the game.
What up, RJ76? I was just cooking the 76ers. And just
You
so
heard
you
what I
know,
said?
what you said?
Yeah.
No, I said I saw Claxton Pops at the game. I'm like, yo,
Okay.
you like that? He's like, yeah, I'm Claxton Pops. I was like, all right, you look familiar and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
He
couple
played
of
in
names.
the NBA. I think he played like 1 game for the Boston Celtics or something like that.
He said Claxton
Yeah,
Pops,
he played
bro.
in the league for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, yo, Jay, I seen that shit that you posted on IG with the The nigga with the morning routine shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
That shit is everywhere, bro. The nigga
yeah.
he got the Saratoga sparkling water and
Mm-hmm.
throw that shit in a bowl and put a bunch of ice in it on his face. He used to be a running back for HBCU college, bro. I
I seen
forgot
that
what
shit too.
I seen
I
that
don't
shit.
know
That shit
why
is
people
everywhere.
Nasty.
That got to be the most
Nah,
useless morning routine I've seen
yeah,
in my
yeah, cause
life, yo.
Saratoga water is up because of that shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna hold you.
Yep.
That
You
shit
know
is
they
not.
going you know what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna parody that shit. They gonna be showing wake and bakes.
Yeah,
They gonna be
everybody
showing
parrying that shit. Yeah, yeah.
it's
Everybody
gonna
already
Yeah.
do.
like but yo, Andre 76, I just wanna let you know I got love for you, but I've been cooking the 76ers all season long, man. And with the
Hey,
Brooklyn Nets not playing well, this is my chance to be petty. And
Andre,
I
you
fuck
got to
them
gotta
move
niggas,
out of
man.
Pennsylvania,
Hey,
bro. I ain't gonna
hey,
lie to you.
did y'all see the Knicks fans celebrating that we missed the playoffs? Like, who thought we was
Yeah.
gonna make the playoffs this year on Twitter? Y'all seen
Yeah. I
that
saw
shit?
it. I
I
saw
know.
it.
I didn't.
But yeah,
I
no,
didn't see
that
it.
that
I didn't
just goes to show you how delusional Nick fans is
They had a
Yo,
because it's
picture.
like,
They had a picture of Cam Thomas next to Mikal Bridges and was like,
Oh
"This is the
yeah, I
result,"
seen that.
yeah.
yeah,
Like,
Yo,
bro,
but
something like
nobody
that.
expected us to make the playoffs. Like,
no,
why
it's
y'all
not
trying to
even
play
Yeah,
this?
hold on.
expected. It's like people were hopefully rooting to
Yeah,
not make the
when did
playoffs.
they post this, bro? We ain't make the
And
bro. We was eliminated from the playoffs weeks ago.
It was a few
Nah,
days
yeah,
ago.
we got eliminated when Miami won the other night,
yeah,
Yeah,
officially.
he talking about that
Oh,
good that E next to that Brooklyn Nets on the stand. He
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
that E. And you get
yeah.
that
yeah.
E next to it, that means
that
the
means
seven
eliminated.
goes over.
They
No,
mostly first. They mostly
But
gonna get bounced in the first round anyway. So I
Nick fans
mean,
is delusional because
They by the
they don't know
Bucks.
how to
The
read the
Bucks is
room.
fried. I ain't gonna lie to you. If they play the
yo,
Bucks, they might be out there. Yeah, the Bucks might be cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas injuries is horrifying.
Because I feel
yo,
like
like I said, man, the
I'm the
Knicks.
only Nets fan that wanted to win all season. And
And it don't look like we gonna get it neither.
no, I feel you, but Knicks fans is so delusional that they can't even read the room to see that Nets fans wanted to lose. And
Yeah.
that E is a happy sign for 99% of Nets fans. They
I
like,
Yo,
think
yeah,
I
it's
we
just
a
think
but
closer
it's
to the
funny.
I
ball.
don't
It's
think they
funny because they
delusional.
wasn't.
I just think they super
I
pressed.
mean, yeah, we wanted to lose, but not to them niggas.
But here's the thing.
yo,
I think they super pressed right now because it's like, yo, they finally making the playoffs, and then we not making the playoffs, and it's like, yes, I gotta we got
But
something on them. We can ding
the
them
but
on
see,
it.
funny
You
the
know?
but
funny
no,
I
thing
mean,
about that is in
Jay, you gotta
2019 they
admit,
was in
bro.
the
If we
same
went 4 and
situation.
78,
hold
bro, 4 of those wins got to come against the Knicks.
on. What you say,
But
Ella?
I said what's funny about that is in 2019 they were the same ones trying to get Zion. So
Mm-hmm.
realistically, like
And the
we was
NBA
in,
said
we had.
no.
I think
But
that's when we
no,
got KD and Kyrie. So we
Them
was.
right,
niggas,
It
right.
was.
But
It
them
listen,
was.
niggas
listen,
said,
listen.
and the mean breezy, them niggas said, enjoy the ping pong balls.
Listen, and this is what I'm saying about them is again, I'm a student of the game, so I study them too. Like I said, they got quickly, they got OB Toppin. OB Toppin was a top 10 pick. They got, you know what I'm saying? Randall through a trade, but he was a top 10 pick. You feel what I'm saying? They got RJ Barrett. He was a top 3 pick. The Knicks even got fat while we starved. It's time for us to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you,
The
bro.
Knicks did not
There's
get
no
fat.
reason. No, bro. When it come down to just draft capital, a lot of these franchises got fat.
He trying to say they had a lot of top 10 picks, bro.
Because we
Frank,
sold
Frank,
out
all
of
the
the
way
way
to
for
Frank, the
free.
tink, the French dude,
Lottery picks.
Frank. Remember him?
Breezy, we've been over this a million times. We know why that is because we sold our shit. That's why. It's our
Exactly.
fault.
It's
That's
all
a fact.
exactly.
That's no. But what I'm saying is the one time we were in the lottery, we quote unquote sold our shit. Other than that, there's not just that.
Three
There's
times.
other
Three
teams
Last
times
time
that
we
we had
was
a
in the
top three
lottery.
pick was
listen. No,
Derek
no, no. Listen.
Favors.
Let me be blunt. When it come down to draft capital and teams that have the most and teams that have the least, we one of them teams that got the least.
Why
That's
you
a
think
fact.
that is?
Why do you think
Yes.
that is?
When it comes down to lottery picks, we probably had one of the teams that's got the least. We in the bottom of that 15, bottom 10, probably bottom 5.
Why do you think that is?
Because we traded them.
Cause we sold them shits. That's why, bro. You keep running into the same dead end. You trying to turn the corner and get past the pylons, bro. It's the
Right?
same
How the league
shit.
gonna give us an opportunity if
How
we
the league
sold
gonna
the
give us an
opportunity?
opportunity if we keep selling our shit?
We gonna see
They
right now.
kind of right,
See how much
Breezy.
we
They
sold.
right though.
You
They
keep
right.
running into the same dead
Right.
end, bro.
Now, if you're talking about we had all our picks since 2012 and nothing happened, then I'll be with you. But
I'm
that
about to
ain't the case.
see right now.
It's
We gonna
not the
get to it.
case at all.
We gonna get to it right now. Because it wasn't that many. And I'm talking, I'm contrasting it to other teams that had way more draft capital, like the 76ers.
JT,
Even with the even it's not like the equal, it's the equal amount of picks that we quote unquote, or no, not quote unquote, traded away. We traded away the same amount of draft capital that the 76ers had because they didn't trade theirs away. That's a lie. The 76ers still had more draft capital than us.
hold up. Yo, Breezy, you for clarification about what you just said. Do you want to go back to that KG trade? That trade that we made for KG and that trade that we made for Houston when they ended up with Reed
No, that
Shepard?
was no. I'm not talking. We always revisit that same one, so I know that's what y'all talking about. But other than that, bro,
And not
when
only
I'm
that
looking
one,
at,
it's that Houston
I'm looking
trade
at
We
his.
too.
can just go
We
back
can
to
do it together.
transactions.
No, we can do it right now. I'm gonna show you guys.
Cause
Yeah,
I
we gotta
promise
go
we,
back
we
to the
traded a
transactions
shitload of
first. We
goddamn
traded
draft
mad picks.
capital. We
We
traded
gonna
a lot.
okay. So basically, what I'm saying is there's players that they got traded, but none of these guys in the lottery.
You gotta
I don't,
go
I
to
don't see that.
2012.
I'm
Since
not just talking
2012.
exactly. So for context, right? Since we like talking about context, 2012 was about 12, 13 seasons ago. For context, so that's how far we got to go back for that. So
And
now
look where that pick was, bro.
in, in
Exactly.
2012, bro, that was the second round, 57th pick.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So what do you mean? Why would you mean exactly? Y'all the one who asked me to go to 2000.
Exactly. Because look at where we're drafting. If you go up from 2012 all the way to 20, all the way up, look at the picks where it's at, right?
Mhm.
2012, round 257. 2013, round one, pick 29. None of those picks that we got is 1 through 5. Why
Right?
is that? Because we traded them. That's
Where
the
I don't
bottom line.
no. Show me the transactions where we traded a top 5 pick for
You got to go
who?
to transaction. You just on
I'm gonna
draft
go to
picks.
transactions. I'm gonna go to transactions.
Yeah, you got to go to transactions. We traded a lot in that Boston trade.
A shitload.
Bruh,
And
y'all
I
keep
wasn't even a
I'm
fan
not
of that
talking
trade
about
back
that
then.
Boston trade. I know it was horrendous. I'm talking about
Hold up.
all the
It's
other
part of the history. It's part of you
I'm gonna
have
give you
to
I'm gonna
because it's
give you
part of
all
the
of the other trades
history.
right now. Let's start off with let's start off before let's start off with 2010 when we were still in New Jersey Nets, because and the reason why I'm saying this because it's the effect of Brooklyn Nets years. So December 2010, as part of a 3-team trade, the New Jersey Nets traded Joe Smith, a 2011 second round pick, which ended up becoming Darius Morris, RIP to him, and 2012 second round pick, which ended up becoming Robert Sacre, to the Lakers. To the Nets traded Terrence Williams, that was one of our picks too, which was in '09, to the Houston Rockets. He was a top 9 pick during that year. The Houston
Yeah, I
Rockets
remember
traded.
Terrence.
Yeah, I remember Terrence. The Houston Rockets traded Sergi to the Lakers. The Houston Rockets traded 2013 first round draft pick, Shane
first round
Larkin.
pick. What pick? Because you dancing. I wanted to hear a top 5 pick, like Ellen was saying.
First round draft pick, Shane. I'm gonna give you Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin, if I'm not mistaken,
What okay,
Shane
Shane Larkin.
Larkin was 18.
That's not
Shane
a lot.
Larkin wound up becoming 18.
That's a
Hold on,
lot.
hold on. Nah, I'm gonna give you the whole trade details. To the New
I
Jersey
just want to
Nets.
get to the top 5 pick because Ellen was talking like we
I'm
traded
get
him. No, we didn't trade him. The only time that happens with Tatum and Brown. That's it.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. I got one for you. So March 2012, traded Mehmet Okur, Shane Larkin, and a 20-round first-round pick who was to the Portland Trailblazers. You know who that first-round pick was? Damian Lillard. They
What
go one.
number? What number?
Oh my
6.
God.
Dame was 6.
Dame was 6.
Dame was 6 in
Yes.
his draft. Yes. So that's one top 10 pick. Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list.
It's a
Look.
handful. You're not even gonna
No,
get to
no,
the
no, no,
second.
no, 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 no. I got you. I got you. I got
Tatum
you.
Brown, Lillard,
I got
and
you. I
who else?
got you. I got you. We're gonna go down this list. We're gonna go down this list. We're gonna go down this list. And so I'm gonna show you how real bad we fucked up. We're gonna go down this list. We traded Keith Bogans, Marshawn Brooks. I know you remember him, Chris Humphries, Chris Joseph, Gerald Wallace, in a 2014 first round pick by the name of James Young. What pick was he? He was 17. Boom. Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown. Hold up. We traded Jalen Brown. We traded Markel Fultz. We traded Colin Sexton. They was all lottery picks, by the way. So we did a lot more.
What do you mean we traded Jalen Brown, Markel Fultz? What do you mean Markel Fultz? How did we trade Markel Fultz?
2017 was our pick. That first overall pick, that was Markel Fultz. That was ours.
Exactly.
Jalen Brown was ours. That was a first round pick. He went top 3. Colin Sexton was ours.
That's 1.
He was
that's
a 20.
2.
That's 3
that's 3.
picks.
That's 4 if you count Tatum in that. So that's 4 picks.
That's 4 picks
that we traded away.
That's 4 top 10 picks. That's 2016, 2017, and 2018. There's nothing to argue here. After that, let's go down the list. This is Brooklyn history. Let's go down after that.
So hold on, no, name the players again. Go ahead. Who? Sexton.
Damian Lillard.
Sexton. Markel Fultz. Jalen Brown.
And Tatum. Why you ain't say Tatum then?
Tatum is basically Fultz, but because Boston traded traded down in that draft, and they ended up getting Tatum anyway. Now let's go a little bit more. 2016, we I already gave you whatchamacallit. We traded I don't know who the hell this is. This is not a lottery pick. Let's go down the list. Number 1, 2, 2019. We traded more second round picks, Bruh, we done traded a shitload of niggas.
Bro,
I think we mixed out on Maxey as well.
Listen, my point is if that's the case and we traded them 9 times out of 10, that was a team trying to compete. Otherwise, why would you trade your draft picks? Right? So case in point is my point is regardless of the fact that we traded it, and you heard the players that they traded, so have that, do what you will. But these other teams that got these players and had them on their team, they did not win with them. I'm not.
That's not the point. That's not
the point, bro. The original point. The original point that you made.
What I'm saying is, with us not having the talent because we didn't trade them. Okay, that's one thing. I'm not debating that. I get your point. But what I'm saying is the teams that did get their picks, they did not win with their picks.
Why do they have to win? That's the point that we're trying to make. Why do they have to win?
Why do they got to win with their picks?
Regardless if Dame, let's go to Dame, right?
And just to let you know,
regardless if Dame didn't win or not, regardless if Dame didn't win a championship or not, he was a multiple All-Star. You saw what he did for Portland, regardless if they didn't win or not. If you had
Jaylen Brown was a Finals MVP.
If you had that on this team will look a lot different. That's the main bottom line.
But I don't got Portland in this conversation because they're not even going for the draft.
I know you're not talking about. I know you're not talking about Jaylen Brown either.
I'm talking about the teams that's like I said.
We should be talking about the players, not the team. Screw the team.
Listen, what I'm saying is everybody mad that we win a game and then we tied with the 76ers. That's how they keep coming up in the conversation. And I'm saying, bro, even if that's the case, and we tied with them on what 9 standards, the fact remains when they had draft capital, they did not win. And like I said earlier, Atlanta came and beat the 76ers.
Just like they beat us in the first round in 2019. Just like they've been beating us consistently every time we face them in the playoffs.
But we ain't have no number one pick when they was facing us. They was facing them when they
So
in
we need a
Carolina.
number. So we need a
And by
number
the
one. So we
way,
need a number one pick
by
for them
your
to.
logic,
What
the
I'm
picks
saying
that we
is,
were supposed to have, they swept our big three.
Why you making it seem like if we got the draft talent that they got, we was gonna win?
Let me finish. When it come down to being competitive, there are expectations. That's bullshit. If y'all want to pretend and act like when y'all get high draft capital, that those expectations aren't the same as getting Drew Timme from the G League or a second round pick, then what are we talking about?
Breezy, they can make the
players
same
get
argument that we did not win
elevate
either.
that team to a championship contending team, and it happened multiple times.
They can make the same argument. We didn't win either.
Yeah, Breeze,
Breeze,
but it's on the team. It's on the team.
Breeze, bro.
Nah,
We went in the
it's on
Breeze. We went in the free agency. That's even worse.
Hold on, Lee. Hold on, because it's about the team having a chance. When you get them players, you give yourself a chance. It's not about them winning the chip, right? The ultimate goal is to do that, but you got to give your chance. You got to give yourself a chance. You got to build it. You got to get the players, and you got to build a team, and you got to have a coach, right? So you give when you get those top players, you're trying to give yourself a chance. But just having those top players don't mean that you're gonna win a chip, because you still got to build a team around set players. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got to have the right coach. So it's just not. It's not number one, number two, number three. I got these on the team now. I got to win a chip. You know what I mean? That's not. That's not.
You got to build the rest of the team, Breeze.
Yeah, that you know what I mean.
You got to build the rest of the unit, bro. Like you could talk all day about the Clippers, the Pelicans, and all of them teams, bro, that you was trying to down. If we did the same exact thing that they did and picked in the first round and didn't build around them, bro, you would be bitching about them too.
Mind you, we had 3 All-Stars on our team, and we got bounced in the second round by the players we were supposed to draft. So realistically, like, what do we gotta say? We ain't win either.
Like, for real, but we damn near helped Boston. We damn near helped Boston win a damn championship.
Mind you, Sweat. KD got locked up. Regardless if you want to say Tatum did that, the whole team as a collective did what they were supposed to do. Got us out of there.
Yeah.
So we don't really have much to talk about either.
Bro. Like, what y'all really trying to say?
What we really trying to say is, bro, like when we went after once upon a time when we went after top picks in the draft, we didn't do shit neither.
Exactly. Now you got the opportunity to try to get one of these players and hopefully try to get one of these players and do it organically.
We got Kerry Kittles. We ran to the finals because off the back of Jason Kidd, who we traded for.
Yeah.
But the point is that he was part of that.
Well, that's what we saying, Breeze. You gotta build a team. Without J Kidd, they had just been, you know what I mean?
Before they got J Kidd, bro, we was lottery, bro.
Yeah,
we didn't even make the playoffs until J Kidd came there. Bro, not even when Marbury was there.
But you contrast it as if there's J Kidd and to come to the team now.
No.
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
What I'm saying is for clarity about what I'm saying is that this free agency ain't like that. Yeah, this next free agency ain't like that. The draft is more important than this next free agency.
We didn't get J Kidd out of free agency, bro. We traded for him.
Even if it is a trade, the draft is still more important than the trade we can make right now.
Well,
bullshit.
Right now,
depending on who the trade is.
Yes, right now. I'm only talking about right now.
Yeah.
2026 free agency is better than this free agency anyway. So
2026. We're not talking about 2026. He said, bro, like this draft is better than any trade that we can make. How do we know that,
bro? I'm talking about
the trades ain't been made yet.
I'm talking about the recent history. What said GM Sean Marks? He don't have good relationships with the free agency like that. And then that shit left a stain on his jacket to an extent. I mean, why would he rush to get back into free agency after all that happened? You know, it's better to work from the draft from our perspective, not a general perspective or what's best in basketball for all of the other teams combined, looked at in a general way. No, I'm talking specifically what happened with this specific franchise. It's just, I think they should be shy to get into the free agency. with
But why do
everything
people
that happened.
keep saying free agency when Leaf keep saying trades? That's
Exactly.
different. That's
It's
different.
That's
still,
different.
it's still in all. It's players building. It's again, it's
Well, you
players
can make
being
trades in
from the
free
free
agency.
agency or a trade or a different team and having them come here. And we just seen Kyrie, Harden, and KD do the same shit, and we see the result of it. I'm not in no fucking rush to repeat the same thing that happened with them because we had them on paper more than we had them playing basketball. That's a fact. So I'm not a fan of that shit, bro.
Listen,
I'm just not. I'm
I
just
hear
not.
what look. I hear what you're saying, bro. But scared
It's
money
true.
don't make no money, bro. Sometimes you gotta pull a trigger, bro. Like it is what it is.
I
Like,
mean,
come on, bro.
it
Like
depends on the player
we
though.
pulled the trigger, we made a move, and it didn't work. You live with the results.
Well,
Yeah.
it does depend on the player though. Like you're not gonna
Guess
pull the
what?
trigger on
If a
any
player
and
like James
anybody.
Harden coming from Houston off the numbers that he was coming off of, bro, is available, and we make that, I'm making that trade 100,000 times over. I don't give a shit
Nah,
what
not
no nigga up in here say.
If we
Well, I
could
not
get
mean,
me.
John Morant, I
hold on.
want Ja.
Listen,
That's why I
If we could
disagree.
get John
again,
Morant, bro, tomorrow, bro, I am all for it.
it was. And listen, no, it was still wrong because Harden wasn't in shape. He wasn't dedicated, and his mindset wasn't even like that. He was just talented enough to do what he was doing. But
That,
it's still in the
guess
game. For one,
guess what?
for
You
two,
still
no,
make that
hold on. Let
trade.
me finish before you cut me off, please. And two, we lost defense on the perimeter because of Karis LeVert not being there, and Harden didn't have no defense. And at the end of the day, he wasn't in shape to even last to the finals. So all of that shit about what he could have did, spare me, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, all of y'all that say that shit, you, Dylan, all of y'all at the end of the result, it are all wrong. Because he wasn't even able to lose the game in full health. He was hurt. The same way KD was hurt going versus the Toronto Raptors in the fucking finals. So at the end of the day, the players that y'all talking about, they came here and the result was what it was. And don't tell me that you don't care about what I say when it comes down to it because we fucking lost. So
To
you
be
can't
fair,
talk
that
about
trade did
being
save LeVert
arrogant
life
and
in a way.
losing
So I
just because
mean,
you being arrogant and losing, because that's basically what it was. Again, Jared Allen, the way he was competing on our team, what could have been essential going into that playoff run, bro. We didn't fucking
I agree.
bro. I disagree with all of y'all too. So I ain't fuck what I'm saying. I'm saying fuck what y'all saying.
I don't agree with. I think we don't. I don't do the Harden trade either. I don't disagree.
I'm doing that shit 100 times over.
We had more depth. We had more defense. I think Kyrie and Harden and KD would have been enough to get it done.
Facts.
Realistically,
With
but
Kyrie,
you know,
KD, and
it is
just
what
the
it is.
roster, the core we had, yeah, that it was
I'm
potential.
not gonna sit here and act like James Harden didn't ball, bro, when he did suit up, bro. That's what I'm not
Bruh,
gonna
you
do.
know how many turnovers he averaged? You watched the games? Was you play by play then? Because I was watching the games.
I was
And
watching the games too, bro,
trust
and I
me,
was watching,
some
and he
nights,
balled out more
some
times than
nights,
not.
some nights,
He beat
yeah.
Boston in a playoff series by himself, bro. What
Listen,
we
but
talking
at the
about?
end of it, bro, what I'm talking about is James Harden came from Houston averaging more numbers than you could fucking imagine before he got there. You never thought he put up those astronomical numbers, but it didn't spell a championship, my nigga. So again, all of this specific statistics for one player is just that. I care more about the Brooklyn Nets winning the NBA championship than being fanned out by any fucking superstar that did successful shit on different teams. And
Look,
now what? You feel what I'm saying? That's just what
listen.
it is.
I understand how you feel about it, bro. But listen, that shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day. At the end of the day, bro, you make that trade over and 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 over again.
I wouldn't.
No, you don't. No,
If
you
you are
don't. Not if you go back in
if you
time.
in the
I
position if you
disagree.
was in the position that we was in at the time, you make that
I said
trade.
no. I was vlogging then. I said no to it before they did it. I said if they
The
I
only
agree.
the only
Everyone
reason why
said
I
that.
would
big
do it, the
mistake.
only reason why I would do it is because that trade saves Levert's life. But if you're
That's
talking about Levert was healthy, no, I'm not doing that. Are you crazy?
I mean, but
no.
you saying healthy, but that nigga had a kidney stone, bro.
That's why I said if he didn't have
Like
that, I'm
Wasn't
not
a
doing the
kidney
you
trade.
can't
stone,
prepare
nigga.
for that.
It wasn't no kidney stone. It was like a heart problem.
It was a heart.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
The
yeah,
something
it
with
was
heart
the
a heart
heart.
problem?
problem.
But Which is why I
eligible.
said you do the trade regardless. Cool, but I'm not doing it if he has no heart issues and he's ready to go fully healthy. No, I'm not trading him. I'm not doing that trade. We got
How
way more depth. We got better defense. Levert
word,
was put up a
word.
50-point game. Uh, I think during one of those seasons. Yeah, I'm rocking with Kyrie and KD. Yo, we the two. We the two. We got Shaw. Harden can
Mhm.
stay over there. Let him do what he gonna do. He wanted to go to Philly anyway. Let him rock. Let them figure that out. Right now, we got Shaw. Y'all came over here. Do what y'all do. Y'all got the depth. Y'all got the bench players. Y'all got Allen. Y'all got these dudes that this is a good supporting cast for y'all. Go do what y'all
Look,
got to do.
I feel what you saying, bro. But in that moment, in that exact time, you make that trade, and it was a kidney stone. It's right here on ESPN.
Oh, all right.
Indiana Pacers had to find that. Karis LeVert has cancer surgery on kidney. January 2021 when we made that trade.
Mhm.
We made that trade, bro. Like, bro, it's just certain shit that happened in that Bucks series, bro. And then they wound up winning, bro.
Nah,
But
it
that
ain't certain shit that happened. It's
it
the
was
fact
certain
that
shit that
it
happened.
was it was the fact that when you got your star player, the one you talking about, not available or if available, hurt and is not producing the way he would if he was healthy, and you trying to trade baskets because that's all you did to win, and you don't know how to get stops. Teams that play you 4 times in a row to see who win or lose, or 6 games in a row to see who win or lose, they gonna figure your ass out, especially with injury. And
Oh
I
my
will
again,
say we didn't really get Houston Harden. Like we got a glimpse of him, but we didn't really
exactly.
get the full
Y'all
Houston
celebrating
Harden
the
why
that
shit
why
we
we
doing
traded
different
for.
teams.
bro,
Like, for
the
what?
Harden that we got was still 24, 10, and 8, bro. Like that's nothing to sneeze
But he
at.
wasn't in shape, bro.
Leave, you're talking about a Harden, 2018-19 Harden that was averaging 36 points per game in the league, bro.
Of course
I
we
get what
not
you're
going of
saying. I
course we
get
not
you. I
gonna
get
get
what
that
you're
with KD
saying.
and Kyrie on the team, bro. Like what
Right.
What you mean?
but let's not act like,
Yeah,
But
bro.
you
Like
keep
Julius
what?
is
making
gonna
it
be
seem
lower.
like you
But
You're
skipping
let's
not getting that
but
with
let
them
no,
because they
we're
there.
not gonna get
thinking
that
about the
on
difference.
we're not gonna get that on average. But let's not forget, bro. Against Boston, when he manhandled them niggas by himself, he damn near show you that he could go back to Houston Harden at
Jalen
any given
Brown wasn't
moment.
there. Stop it, bro. Jalen Brown wasn't there. And again, you can't get past defense. And that's the first round. Bro, you think I'm impressed with them just getting to the second round in 4 seasons? No, that's not what it is, bro. Look at what just happened with the Grizzlies, bro. You think that
Well,
shit is, oh, we speculating. It's because the franchise is not doing the same thing they did with Stockton and Malone. Y'all ain't gonna be bless you. Y'all not gonna be together all of those years and not winning no championship. What?
so what?
Hell
You gonna
no.
You gotta give yourself a chance.
you gonna be happy with two niggas we get out of the first round going all the way to, and losing? You gonna
No,
be happier then?
no, I'm not saying we losing. I never said I was going. I never put happy and losing in
In
the
the
same
event
sentence.
that we don't win with our two set draft picks, how happy will you be on a level from 1 to 10?
I think we're gonna win. I'm not putting that in my mind. I'm not
What is
putting that.
y'all? You
Of
talking to
course,
win to y'all
negativity in
is
the atmosphere to say we're gonna lose. I'm not giving myself losing hypotheticals. Fuck that. I'm giving
is
myself
is
winning
is win
hypotheticals.
is win at least a third round or is win a finals? Because I think we need to look at can we get to the third round before we even think of a finals run? Because we
It
all
depends.
we've
It
been is
depends
second
what
round.
it is. It depends on how
So
we construct the roster. But what I will say is the last few champions, they was together 6, 7 seasons before they won the NBA
if the
championship.
rookies that we got get us to the third
Right.
round, I got them. I got them over anything that KD and Kyrie has done here. If they got us to at least a Eastern
I'm
Conference
not arguing
Finals,
with that.
I'm good on that.
I'm
Cool.
not
Let's build
arguing with
off
that.
that.
I'm not arguing
Because
that.
the two guys we got that is supposedly the greatest players in the league, arguably the world, couldn't get us to a third round. So if they do what those greatest players were supposed to do, I'm with it.
I'm with it.
You got us to
I'm
the
with
third
it as
round.
well.
Cool. We got one.
The second that we get out of the second that we get out of the second round, bro, like I'm celebrating that shit. I don't give a fuck who like it.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. And that's all like for instance, people mad that Taylor Jenkins got fired, and I do inconsistent with my vlog yesterday, saying that yeah, I do think the franchise was hasty. They did what they did, but the truth is they went to the playoffs 4 times and they only got to the second round once. Yo, they looking at it like, yo, we ain't got no more draft capital to build this team. We need you to win with these guys. And my thing is, even if they did lose with John Moran and Triple J, wait till LeBron and Curry leave. Like, let them rock out together till LeBron and Curry and KD leave.
Niggas don't even know when that is, man. These niggas
No,
are
but
still
no,
hooping.
realistically, bro, that's the same thing that happened with Jordan and the Celtics, bro. He was getting beat by Detroit and the Celtics until they left, until they got old and left. But because he went to play basketball and went to war with them so much, when they left, he was able to dominate. Now, obviously, there's other factors to it. I'm just kind of like glorifying it. But at the end of the day, they Chicago Bulls, they kept Jordan on the team. They ain't say, oh, you losing to the Celtics, we gonna trade you. That's kind of, you know what I mean? It's not the same exact thing, but it's like that window was such a tight one for success, bro. Like, god damn, like whatever. That's their
I mean,
problem.
that's a different league back then. The Memphis thing, bro, they didn't finish the story. If I guarantee you, bro, if we had the same exact team that Memphis had, bro, switch them niggas in Nets jerseys, bro, and they fired this nigga yesterday, you would have been pissed. You would have been clean pissed off, bro. If we, especially if we 44 and 29 and
it was hasty. I think it was
Well,
hasty.
you might have been, but you know what I'm saying? Most of the fans probably know what's going on, like really over there. You know what I mean? That makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? We pay
So
attention.
let me ask you this though. Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna answer the question and then I'm gonna ask y'all the question. Right? In 2018, they got Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. The next year, 2019, they got John Morant. So you don't expect nothing from Triple J at the 4th pick. You don't expect to be hooping wild crazy. And then when you get John Morant with the 2nd pick, you don't expect that season for y'all to be hooping wild crazy. But he was the rookie of the year. That next year, you do want to kind of assemble something for them to compete. And then that 4th year as well, too, right? 4th, 5th year, in my opinion, I'm not firing that guy. If you could get us a good regular season, that's 82 games. I respect that. If you could just get us to the playoffs, you could coach that well for 82 games, season after season, stay consistent, stay diligent, stay the course. I'm not firing. I don't agree with it. I would have felt the way. But at the end of the day, I'm saying to the Brooklyn Nets, don't make that mistake. Don't have these. If y'all getting 2 high draft picks in these next 2 seasons, or even if one and then y'all do some other shit because Cam Thomas in this draft pick is hooping for real. That's just me. And
listen,
hold on,
all I'm gonna say is
let me finish. Don't just give them a little 4-year window because they ain't no examples. Well, they are, but there are very few examples of draft picks winning that soon when they come to the NBA. The NBA is very competitive. Very competitive. At least give this team, give the Nets fans teammates that's going to try to compete together for like 5 years. We ain't player development, and as fans, we watch for 5 seasons. We watch a lot of player development seasons. So when we get a team to finally compete, do not trade them just because they in that short span, that window, the same way the Grizzlies did. Give them actual more time because there's more examples of franchises winning it when they gave their duos 6 seasons, 7 seasons, or more. So that's my point.
But listen, Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant, just to let you know, they was the only lottery picks on that team up until this past season when they drafted who? Zach Edey. Outside of that, between that, they had Trey Murphy, who they got rid of, Walker Kessler, who they got rid of, Marcus Sasser, who they got rid of, and all like Trey Murphy, who they probably could have used at this point, because Trey Murphy is valued in New Orleans. Walker Kessler, bro, they ain't missing him because they had Steven Adams, and now they switched up and got Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, who they got in their lineup, who's a 2nd-round pick, Desmond Bain, who's somewhere up in here, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even know if they drafted him because I don't even see him as a pick. The point is, the Grizzlies didn't finish the story. They didn't finish the story. Like the 5 or 6 picks the 5 or 6 years that you talking about, it's been if you look at some of them teams that won, Milwaukee, they was knocking on the door after like the fourth year. Legitimately, they was in the conference finals in 2019. Uh, uh the Golden State Warriors, they won a title by year about Curry's fifth, sixth year in the league. Curry got drafted in '09. They won a title in June of 2015. The Nuggets is probably the only team that had probably the baddest luck because nobody knew if Jamal Murray was coming back. Nobody knew if MPJ back was gonna get better. In Boston they've been a top five team the entire time they had JT and JB. In 2016, they was in the finals. What pick did they get in the draft? They was in the conference finals against LeBron in 2017. The very next year, they was in the conference finals again, and they got our picks while they were still nerfing and still competing with Isaiah Thomas. All of these things, bro, like everything, your fortune is your fortune, bro. Nobody knows how it's gonna happen. But
I'm just
everything that
saying, you gotta
everything
give
that you said
it.
about the years, bro, like I can agree with it. But the thing is, those teams have to be knocking on the door. Memphis wasn't knocking on the door. That's probably one of the main reasons why they blew the shit up the way that they did,
That's
and
what
probably why they're gonna blow the shit up the way they
that's what
did.
I'm saying. But I'm saying I understand that they did that, but I don't agree with it. You know, still give them more time. They again, listen. In my opinion, the Western Conference is tough. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And the Grizzlies is right up in that mix. But I don't think they got a second. They say it's Gigi Jackson, but to my knowledge, there's no specific player that could alleviate a double team on John
It's
Morant.
supposed to be Desmond Bain.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I think he's
No,
more of a 3-and-D player than a shot creator. That's
It's
just my
supposed to be Desmond Bain.
Gigi.
Zach Edey is a rookie, and they don't really run the screen and roll action with him and Ja Morant like they were supposed to run, and that's why they changed the shit up. Jaren Jackson Jr. and everybody else like the way the team is running. Ja Morant don't. That's probably why he probably gonna want out after another year when his contract is up, and that's when another team probably gonna come in and throw the trade bait at him.
But
So
you know what people got to realize too is that the defense is a priority towards the Grizzlies too, not just the offense. And the reason why I say that is because of Scottie Pippen Jr. I think him being the POA defender is the reason why it don't work with John Morant. Because John Morant was just John Morant, you know what he's going to do, and that's more on the offensive side of the ball. Not to say he got bad defense,
No,
but
because
but
they had that dude that's on
they
Tyus
def-
Jones,
yeah,
they
yeah,
they
they
Tyus
had
they
Jones,
Tyus.
They had Tyus Jones, but Tyus Jones was a good backup, and so was Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie
yeah, but
Right.
Pippen, Ju-
no, but his defense, it's like they want him to start at point. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. I feel like they want Scottie Pippen Jr. to start at point.
yeah, they probably do, and I think they probably see things in him that they don't really see like the quote unquote
They tried to
headaches.
make Ja two. He not no two.
Yeah, John Moran is not no two, but
They
they
tried
they
to make
like
him a two. I
They,
think
they
that's
are
a
yeah
big
they are trying to make him a
discrepancy.
two, but the thing that they really missing, bro, is that the fact that they got rid of Dylan Brooks. They let Dylan Brooks go for really nothing, bro. Like because they needed to get really nothing to replace him, and now they got rookies in that set spot. Dylan Brooks was kind of the attitude kind of they needed on their team, and you could see it
I
on him.
never seen them fight amongst each other. Like, yeah, he's known for fighting other players and being in their faces and
Right.
whatever, but never each other. And I seen Desmond Bain, he knocked the air out that dude chest, bro.
Santi Aldama. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he pushed him mad hard. You see Bain arms? He,
Yeah. Bane got them Ninja Turtle swelled up arms, bro. Like, yeah, everybody know that, bro. Like, but look,
You see, he
the,
pushed Aldama the other day, pushed him back in his seat with them little T-Rex arms.
yeah, I seen that, bro. Like, I mean, and
And
you not.
did you see Jaren Jackson Jr. flopping tonight? He had the worst flop I ever seen on
I
LeBron.
seen that. I seen
He
that shit.
jumps on the floor like he was doing jujitsu or something. I
I
didn't know
seen
what
that.
that was.
I seen that. But
That's
but
nasty work.
I think
they should get a draft pick just because of that, man. No, I'm just
I listen. A lot of the things that happened with Memphis just this year, and this is their first year. They first second year without Dylan Brooks. When Dylan Brooks was over there, bro, like everything was on the up and up. They might have been immature, but they still knew what they were supposed to do when they was out on the court. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, and they lost kind of their grit, bro, when they got rid of him, bro. Like, and then you seen their season fall apart last year. They still got a top 10 pick this past year, but the thing is not going in the direction that they want to go in right away.
Yeah,
So
and
like
also
who's
he
supposed like the your third if your third guy's supposed to be Desmond Bain, bro, like you kind of got an issue.
yeah, but Dylan Brooks playing better with Houston. He's shooting better with Houston.
He is playing better with Houston, bro. Like and Dylan Brooks has become a key player over there, bro, key role player over there for them.
Yeah,
And
but
you
you
can
gotta
and you can
realize Van Fleet is a way more better. He's a way better at the diving dish than John Morant or Scottie Pippen Jr. Van Fleet, he creates space because he can shoot from behind the arc too. I mean, not like right behind the 3-point line. Like he can shoot from like, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a Van Fleet going downhill, that leave Dylan Brooks like right here, like
I'm wide open. But
yeah,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, bro. Like and like between player to player, bro. Like I'm not about to compare Van Vliet to Ja Morant. I'm not about to do that. But Van
no,
Vliet
I'm
does.
saying facilitator. Like when he's more looking for the guy in the corner, the guy on the elbow.
You
Or
got to
the-
watch Houston a lot
If
more.
he get past you on that screen, he might dunk on somebody, bro.
You got to watch Houston a little bit more, bro. The nigga Van Vliet is looking to put that bitch up like 9 times out of 10. Like the thing that really works for that team is they defense. Defensively, they all sound. They all know what they need to be, bro. Ime got
Then
them
he
boys
gotta be
playing.
Sagoon. Then he gotta be. If I'm wrong, then he gotta be shooting better because of Sagoon having the defense gravitate towards him. So Dylan Brooks got better looks. He got better looks at the
Yeah,
rim.
he do. And you gotta count that to their transition game because they get a good amount of turnovers, bro. Outside of the Thunder, they force a lot of turnovers. They get on the break a lot and they like to run, bro. Like because they got shooters.
Yeah,
Like
but they wings is tough, man. Amen and is it? Am I? That's
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah,
Amen Thompson, and Tyree Easton and them, bro. Like yeah, they get after
yeah.
it defensively. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But it's gonna take a little bit more than that for them to get over the hump, bro. Like, but we'll see. But the Grizzlies basically they just they cut out chapters in the book. That's what they did. They cut out the chapters in the book. They didn't finish the book.
So I got a question though, right? Because now I know what you want to talk about, Lee, but I'm gonna ask this question now. Now that you see Timme, right? You seeing Clowney,
God.
right? Now, what I was saying, Lee, why I said it was the organization's fault, right? It's because the what Easy was saying yesterday about how you build a team. And I'm saying when you got guys like Drew Timme that's non-athletic, or you draft Queen, you have to have your big. You gotta have a big. I'm not saying like Claxton, but you gotta have a big that can move, that can help him out in situations, right? Because they're gonna end up switching. If the 7-foot dude or whoever is the center is quicker than Timme, then most likely he's gonna be on the perimeter and help Timme out because you know what I'm saying he can't guard the fours. And when I say that, that's why I say it's the organization fault. Like I get Timmy's assignments, and like I said, he got to adjust to the NBA. I seen him do it in the G League, and they do things to help him out in the G League. Like, you know what I'm saying? They close the gaps, they close the space in the G League. You know what I'm saying? Because they know he's slower. So the guards usually help him out, and he is the center. So what I'm saying, when you got somebody like that, like Trendon Watford or Clowney playing center, you got to have a big to help them out. And that's why I say it's the organization's fault, bro. When you see that and you're like, oh, Timme too slow, you gotta have a center. He's not really. He's a center, but he's not a center. Like you say, he's a tweener.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yesterday.
he's a tweener.
Just so you know, when I was reading his Wikipedia and whatnot, I found out what he won the Karl Malone Award. That's the Power Forward Award. He was a power forward. He did all of that scoring
At
titles. All
Gonzaga.
that, the power forward at
Yeah,
Gonzaga. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
he just came out of Gonzaga a year ago, like 2023.
yeah, but
Twenty.
again, I see what Jordy Fernandez is trying to do. He's trying to make him a stretch four. In my opinion, he's like Dayron, but a better scorer. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
the thing is, if you're gonna put him at the 5, you gotta have athletic
Now,
6'10" dudes at your 4 and your 3, kind of like how Jokic got his.
I want him
The
at the
thing
five.
is,
I want him at the five.
He
bro,
can slow you minutes at
bro, he ain't
5.
athletic enough to play the 4.
Right, he can spell you. What I'm saying, like what Leaf's saying, you gotta have somebody that's taller, shot blocker, quicker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
have a Clowney. Clowney is gonna have to fill that 4 spot, bro. No matter what. Like it's basically right now the way that we looking, bro. It's either Clowney or bust, bro, at that 4 spot. Because I don't know who else we gonna draft, bro. Like right as of right now, as we speak, it's either Clowney, bro, or bust. Or we gonna keep going small with 6, 8 niggas at the 4 and trying to turn them into tweeners. So
But
Clown
Timmy, how tall is he? How tall is Timmy?
6'10".
Timmy is 6'10".
6'10".
Right, 6'10". So that's a center height or a power forward height. But like y'all say, I do think he's too slow to be the 4, to be honest.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
But
and notice,
Clax next to him. Y'all want to see that? Or it has
hell
to be.
no.
So it
Ew.
would be you would have
Ew.
Timmy start or Sorba start. It would be Sorba or Timmy.
I think
Like
we
No,
need to
no,
start looking
nah.
at Clowney a little different.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yo,
was his
yo,
third ankle
Clowny,
injury
Clowny gonna have to get his weight
in
up,
the
man. Fuck
but
this,
yeah,
bro.
but
Like,
no, what you mean, LM? What you mean a little different? Like what
because
specifically?
this is his third ankle injury in one season. Like I don't know if it's his weight that you probably need to get his weight up, but I'm looking at that as a concern. Like
Hmm.
your third ankle injury
in the same
in
season.
yeah, like I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
Like
put that
that to me
ankle
was
I didn't even
braces
look at it
on.
like that, LM,
He,
bro. But listen, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. Like in terms of our 4-man position, bro, Clowney is the build that you want. It's a nigga that could shoot or run the floor, defend, bro. Space out, hit the 30-footers. You notice Jordy Fernandez to tell him, yo, just keep shooting, bro. If you miss, it's my fault. I'll take the blame for it. Don't worry about that. Just keep shooting the bitch. And in the fourth quarter, bro, he was able to hit some shots, and he didn't get under his own skin. But LM did bring up the ankle injuries. I ain't gonna question it too much, just because, all right, yo, you could fix that somewhat. I noticed that the nigga put the ankle braces on, the Steph Curry ankle braces on at some point in the season and shit, bro. I'm cool with that. But Clowney right now is the mold that you want at the 4. Now, in terms of Drew Timme, bro, like in his skill set at the 5. Okay, I'm like I ain't too far. Listen, I was cool with Dayron a skill set at the 5 because Dayron can make the simple reads. Obviously, he could muscle on the rebounds and still command the paint on the rebounds. He could still block shots, bro. He a way better defender than Timmy. Around the basket, Timmy is better around the basket in terms of finishing and laying the ball up and getting to his move, obviously. But at the same, if you want that mold, everything points to us getting Derek Queen in the draft.
but
Everything.
at the same time, though, this is what I'm saying. Even if you get Queen, because Queen is, I don't know what height he is, but he weighed 250. But at the
Yeah.
same time, he's not he's probably a little bit quicker than Timmy, but you still need a center. Like he's not. I don't see him as a center. He's gonna be just like Timmy, tweener, not quick enough to guard the 4s, probably can't guard the 5s, and you're gonna have to draft. You're gonna have to draft a big man. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
well
then have your big man guard the perimeter. You have your
I,
center on the wing and
I
have
do
him
you
go ahead.
I do you one better. I do you one better, Ice, bro. Like, listen, like in terms of the like the bigs with Queen's skill set in terms of
Uh,
in his liabilities. The way that you build it is kind of the same way the Nuggets built it, bro. Like, look, they got Aaron Gordon still for defense, and they got a 6'10"
look
shooter
at the sense
in
of
MPJ.
but
So you got a tall lineup. All you really need is your front line to really rebound great. Rebound very, very great, bro. And that front line rebounds very, very great, bro. Do they defend at the highest level? No, probably not. Aaron Gordon is probably the guy that you put on LeBron and the bigger wings and shit like that. But our 4 position, bro, this shit is all up to Clowney. It's all up to Clowney, bro. Like, because I don't see us getting anybody with a better skill set than him at the 4.
But now
huh?
I'm not gonna lie. To LM's point, it is alarming to see him get hurt back to back to back like that. It's like, dang. Like as soon as he get any kind of momentum, he get hurt. And as a
What's
fan,
crazy is you ain't say that shit about Cam Thomas, but go ahead.
no, because I don't think it's the same thing. I really don't. I really don't. I think that Cam Thomas played 67 games in the season. I never seen Noah Clowney do that in the NBA. That's the difference between them two. Remember that. But my point is that he is what we want he is the stretch four that we need, no doubt
Allen?
about it. But if he cannot stay healthy, that shit puts us in an awkward position. You know what I'm
A
saying?
very awkward position.
But
Because
what I will say is, Sean Marks could finagle that. Don't
no, he
know a
can't.
clown. Yes, he could. He
No, he
could
can't.
throw. He could. Yo, they calling you a Debbie Downer in the chat too, man.
I don't care what them
Yo,
niggas is calling me, bro. Like,
They
listen, I know what
saying
I
you
see.
negative, man.
always. You
I
know,
know what I
Word,
see,
like
bro.
it's not. Listen,
I've been
bro.
calling
At
him a
least
Debbie Downer for 2 seasons, man.
right.
yo,
Yeah, listen. No, he listen. Player one, respond to my comment, like because I just said that Cam Thomas played 67 games. Noah Clowney never played 67 games. The 67 out of 82 is nothing
I,
to sneeze at.
But I
I
don't recall him getting hurt last year. He was in a G League, bro, and when he finally came up, he was showing symptoms that he could be just as good
Talking
as
about games.
Claxton.
We talking about
Yeah,
games. We talking about
yeah,
67. We're not talking about the
yeah.
potential. We talking about how many games played.
In the
And
NBA,
Noah
but
Clowney never
yeah.
played 67 games in one season.
Of course he didn't. And bruh, he played 23 games last year, but I don't recall him having the injuries last year that he's having now. And the difference is now is the minutes, bro. Like he's up to like 20 something minutes a game this year. If you get injured that much in that time already, and you getting the same exact injury, bro, that's problematic.
I
He
don't
got to
want.
work on his
I
conditioning.
honestly, if they
He
gonna say
definitely got to
that,
work on his conditioning.
if they say that the Brooklyn Nets got one of the better medical staffs and know how to heal players, we always getting players that's injured and they healing them. I heard Kyrie, he even came to New York. He got his ankle, you know what I'm saying, looked at by a doctor because we got the best medical staff and whatnot. If that's the case, then he'll know a
I don't,
clown. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush
I don't
him
know who
back.
said that shit.
I
Like,
don't, I don't, and yo, and I don't. They KD. That was because I got that from when KD was here. It was like that was part of the reason why he came here too. And he did get the surgery in New York. But case in point is that Noah Clowney, don't rush him back. We at the end of the season, bruh. Don't let him play these last 8 games, man. Like I've seen,
Didn't Cam Johnson almost get injured today too?
yeah, but
yeah,
no, Cam Johnson got injured. Like, you know
yeah.
how they said, "Oh, yo, how you get injured? That's a fake injury." Nah, I seen how he landed, bro. That and it's a back to back, and he fell on it. Nah,
Elbow. He fell on his elbow.
yeah, that shit
That's
look like
crazy.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Shouldn't have
The
been
clown.
playing
tailbone
him,
is
bro.
like it's like the fucking connected to the hip bone connected to the leg bone. That shit is
This is
Yeah,
why we was saying don't play him,
bro.
bro, because it was no reason for him to be playing in the Washington Wizards game. Like
he be wanting to play though. Cam wanting
I
to
get
play.
it, but
Same thing.
this is what happens. Like
Bro,
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna
saying
lie though. Nah,
injuries is with any player, but
I
still,
gotta
like
agree with Ice. I agree with LM on that, bro. The play he got injured, this dude went tried to reverse. What the hell, bro? He tried to reverse around the sideline. I'm like,
say
no, not
doing
versus
too much, bro.
Washington. Like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, he
wait, what
played
happened? What
way
we
too
talking about?
hard versus
Cam
Washington when we
Johnson
supposed to
injury.
lose.
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I
we
seen
could have
like
avoided
the
that
energy
injury,
that
bro.
Cam Johnson was playing with. I seen the same energy. The energy was starting to pick up from the other players, bro. Obviously, Zaire, we already know he gonna go out there and compete. Even if he don't hit no damn shots, he gonna go out there at least compete on both ends of the court. I like Clowney. I could see during the game, Clowney was getting down on himself, bro. Like because of the shots that he was missing at first. And you go to the huddle in the game, Jordy was just telling him, keep shooting it, bitch, bro. Like you're gonna get open three. I don't have this is why I don't have no problem with a lot of the threes that we shoot, because you gotta count the open threes that we shoot. If we shooting contesting threes, then that's dumbass shots. If we drawing the defense in, bro, and then you find somebody open and Clowney is taking mostly open threes, and he getting down on himself for missing, bro. Like it's mostly confidence and it's mostly a focus thing, bro. That like it's in your mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
Bro,
yo, damn, I'm missing like 4 or 5 3 times. I'm like, damn, all right,
listen,
yo, come on, I gotta make
listen.
the next one.
This is what I'm saying. I disagree because we take more 3 pointers than 2 pointers. You got 46 3 pointers and you got 42
How many of them are open though?
Bro, I do not know how many were open. I
You
just know
watching
that
the
it was
game,
18
nigga?
to
What you mean
46.
you don't know how many of them
Bro, so
open?
hold on. You trying to tell me out of 46 3-pointers, I was supposed to count how many was open? Come on, man. You can't be serious right now, bro. Like all I'm
Leave,
trying.
you should know that more than him because you do the play-by-play.
Right, you tell me, bro.
I guarantee you at least 35. I guarantee you at least 36 of them shits was open, bro.
Like,
Washington don't play no defense, nigga. That shit
there
was
was a lot
open.
of
there was a lot of open threes.
It was
a lot of
open
threes.
Yeah, bro, but still at the end of the day, why you started the game? You know how many times I watched Jordy Fernandez and the Brooklyn Nets, and I say Jordy Fernandez because he don't want to tell them to do that. They start the game taking 3-pointers before 2-pointers. It's madness. Like when you go to the park, why you gonna start with the hardest shot? You supposed to start
because you open, nigga. That's why
they leaving you open to take the toughest shot.
You an NBA nigga, yeah. You gonna leave me open for this shit, nigga? I'm hitting this. Bro, NBA, bro. You are an NBA player. You can't. How many NBA players can you leave that's gonna stand at the 3-point line and you could be like, yo, I'm leaving these niggas open, man. Fuck that. They're gonna have to prove
Ben
me.
Simmons.
Again, like I said, I like players that play under the
exactly.
Why you saying that? I'm thinking Sean Kemp would have dunked that shit. Zion Williamson, he would have went straight to the bottom.
We don't have those players.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. Noah Clowney can't get to the next level and on this team if he won't put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Like Clowney is never finishing like Zion at the rim.
Well,
But that's hold on.
This is why I keep bringing up niggas like Kai Jones because they got athletic advantages.
But
you just said Clowney is the power forward that we need, though. Like I don't agree with that.
Right, but he's right. But what I'm saying is he's never going to have Zion's finishing ability.
Listen, hold on.
All he has is catch and shoot.
Right, but that's my point. And I don't like that. Out of 12 field goals for my power forward, 8 of them are 3-pointers. Listen, I'm not saying I don't want to let him take 3-pointers, but damn, you don't have no balance. The defense is at this point, and again, when he hit it, the 3-pointer, it counted towards the end, but he took a lot of 3-pointers and it didn't count, and that was like the first half of the game.
So wait, so I'm gonna bring this up.
I guarantee you, the 4 shots that he took inside the 3-point line was highly contested, and the 8 threes that he took was wide the fuck open.
Bleacher Report did something of the 30 teams, right? And I guess they had us in there. There was like a 30 trade. I think it was like trades that every 30 teams should make this off season, and I think they said the Nets should trade Cam Johnson. And I forgot who it was, but they was like they should do a trade with Houston where they trade Cam Johnson off, and in return we get Jabari Smith Jr. How would y'all feel about that?
Trade Cam Johnson to get Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at
they said that was one of the trades that we should look at in the off season. Like we should look at Jabari Smith.
That's a rookie
Jr.
contract, bro. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah,
like get Cam Johnson off, get him off to Houston, and then get Jabari and go after and get Jabari Smith Jr.
I tend to think that Jordy Fernandez, to have a player like that, part of the system. Like he seemed like a system player. He going.
I think he would be out if we get him. I think he our 4.
I ain't gonna lie, that's our defensive anchor right there.
He our 4. I'm putting him at the 4 immediately over Clowney.
Mm-hmm. And as soon as we get rid of Clax, bro, that's going to be arguably our best defensive player on the team outside of Zaire.
Exactly. I'm with it. If they can make that work and go, especially since Leaf is talking about trades, if that's one of them, I ain't mad at it. Get Cam Johnson, though. They need a vet over there in Houston anyway. Get him there. We get a guy who's 21, close to 20 years old.
Need a vet. They need some shooters. They got vets.
They need shooters. They need shooters. We get a guy that's 20 years old, 21 years old. He fits our rebuild perfectly. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I would love him. He's 6'11", can put the ball
wasn't he out of the Paolo draft?
Yeah, he was 3.
Yeah, he was 3. Yeah. Give me that, man. Give me my fucking money back. CJ.
And we talking about he's not even 25 yet, too? Oh yeah, we can.
I'll take that. That's a legitimate starter.
You really think we could get a player like that with a Cam Johnson? We gotta add.
I think we could. I think we could
get CJ and a pick.
the pecking order on Houston is getting too over. It's getting too much anyway. You got to
They
worry
hit on
about
too many of their
Amen.
picks. They
You got to
can't
get.
keep
You
all
got to
them
worry
niggas.
about Jalen Green. You got to
They
worry
can't
about
keep all their
Sengun.
picks.
They got to worry about Cam Whitmore. It's Reed Shepard who they now got. It's way too many stuff, bro. He the odd man out. Send him over here. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so all right.
And they
So
about
I'm
to
on his
start
stats.
Tyree Eason.
He shoot 35% from three, average
That's good.
6.5 rebounds, and
Hmm.
12 points. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Not bad.
I think they said he's
I'm
21.
definitely down for
That's
that.
not bad. Yeah,
That
I'm down for that.
36% can get higher. I'm with it.
I'm
If
not.
you
I'm not.
get
I'm
Yeah,
not.
he's
Yeah.
6'11"
6'10",
dude that can
6'10",
defend, put the
220.
ball on the floor, can shoot
Easy.
from
Easy was in
anywhere.
here last night talking about what we if we thinking about trades. We should be
Right.
looking at teams like
That's a
Denver
trade you
and
can do.
Indiana. I ain't mad at that.
Mm, yeah, like 6'11", and he got ball handling skills. He could put the ball on the floor. He can create for himself. He's athletic, can defend.
That's what you wanted
I'm with
before.
it.
That's what
Long
you wanted before.
wingspan.
That's our
Right.
starting four right there.
That's our four. That would be our four right there. So
Tell
if
that nigga
Sean
Clowney
Marks,
to
if
get
you're
his
looking
weight
at
That's
up.
what
that,
I said.
Yeah.
right.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
Clowney because
If we make that trade and
he
we keep
won't.
Clowney, we basically telling
He,
Clowney to get his weight up.
Pretty much. He fits. He's the
yeah, I wouldn't say
prototypical for
Clowney. I
that
wouldn't.
we would need. Like, especially we seen players over here who already created miracles. Like, when is the last time you seen Shake Milton get 12 assists? Like, I think him coming over here, you gonna see why he was supposed to be,
Yo,
That shit's
player
crazy.
one.
the
Yo,
first pick.
Houston looking for a bigger fish. They trading for KD Booker or both. Not no damn Cam Johnson for Jabari Smith.
They might. Hey, they might
KD,
take
I don't
Hey,
Cam
think
and
KD
send him
going to
over the
Houston
hey,
though.
field.
hey,
You
hey,
know what I
hey,
mean?
player one. Why you playing, bro? Like San Antonio might be looking for a bigger fish before them, bro. Like they might be trying to take it
That
easy.
nigga might go to San Antonio before Houston. I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna lie to you.
Katie. I ain't gonna lie, Kate. I can see Devin Booker over in San Antonio. I
Booker
ain't
was
gonna
saying,
lie.
I just
LM
don't
won't,
know where he
LM
was
won't pop
rated.
up in this
over
podcast.
Cam, bro. Why
LM
would
won't
you
pop
let
up in
Booker
this
and
podcast
Cam?
ever again if they get Katie, bro. That nigga won't be seen. You be like, yo, where that nigga LM at? That nigga will
Yo,
not
word.
show up.
The
They
Right.
be
only
like, man,
I would be ecstatic. The only thing is he will be good for like 2 or 3 seasons because that nigga near retirement age. So you got him until what 39
if
probably.
y'all niggas get D-booked, bro, to pair up with De'Aaron Fox and Wimby, bro, you are not showing up in this party no more.
Yeah,
That nigga
your
is
next
not
is
popping up
over.
in this motherfucker.
You know what's
Your next
crazy?
Nigga,
pass is
what?
They
done.
was linking Book to try to go make his way to Detroit, paired with Kate Cunningham in the backcourt. I ain't gonna lie,
That's
nigga,
tough.
that's it
I
would
don't,
be
I don't like that.
Kate and Book in the backcourt.
I don't like that because I think him and Ivy is just fine, bro. Like they just need to get. Ivy just had a bad injury. He just got to
Yo,
get
but
healthy.
what's what became interesting to me is that they seen that Booker could run a little bit of point, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's not
We
good of a
see how
point
that look
I
in
guard.
the
mean,
I
yeah,
don't
playoffs.
yeah,
know,
yeah.
but that's
We
what I'm
seen
saying.
how
I
that
don't
point
think
guard
he could do.
experiment ran. It
Yeah, they
ran.
got him swept.
Yeah, it got
Yeah,
them niggas a brooming, nigga. That's what it got.
yeah,
They got him
If you
swept.
go,
That's
if
why they
you,
got
yeah.
Tyus Jones in the offseason.
so I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not gonna lie.
He's not.
Him on the Pistons is probably the toughest team I could
Him
think of.
next to K would be nasty. I love Ivy, but him
Him
and
and
K
that.
together
Him
would
and
be
next to
nasty.
K. I think them.
Or Orlando.
I
Orlando
like
may be
it.
tough too.
Him
He,
next to Cade, and
And you
then
got all if they don't get rid of
if
a
they put
sword.
him next to Cade, bro, that means they got to keep Asar Thompson.
Oh yeah,
They
Yeah,
nah,
got to keep
Assault not in
Asar
that
Thompson.
trade. Yeah,
Asar
Assault
is
is still
not
on
in
the
that trade.
Pistons.
That means
Assault is
Ivy is
still on the
probably in that
Pistons.
trade. They probably gonna throw Sassa
Marcus.
and
Yeah, Marcus Sasser.
Marcus
I think
Sassa,
Tobias
and
is still on his contract, so
they
it will
don't want
realistically. I think
Phoenix don't
Ivy
want
is in
no
that
Tobias.
trade.
They don't want Toby, bro. Get out of here with Toby. They don't
I
want that
think
nigga Toby.
Ivy realistically would be in that trade. Ivy would have to go to
Ivy and
Phoenix.
Sassa would be in that trade and probably a pick.
So you would talk about
Yeah,
Cade, Booker, Assault Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Duran.
That's tough.
My
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
lord.
Phoenix
Yo,
Suns.
you
My
know,
I ain't
lord.
gonna lie to you. The Suns
listen,
rebuild looking better than ours. Them niggas is picking up young, energetic pieces. Nigga, who the
bro,
fuck
they
we
ain't
got?
do shit yet, bro.
Nah,
Relax.
man.
Why you
Nah, don't
always
even
gotta
say that.
contrast?
Don't
Nothing
even
even
say
happened.
that.
Why you gotta
Ah,
put us down? Damn.
yeah. Don't say that.
What the
Nah,
fuck
bro.
we got for KD and these niggas, bro? God
I'm
damn,
just
bro.
saying. Hey, they
Bro,
about to
like you
pull
already
whoever
know
we
what it is.
draft.
You act, why you act like you need a Scooby Doo hunt map, bro? You know what it is. Every episode you do this, like, bro, you know exactly what we doing. You know why we doing it, bro. The
I
Suns
I
ain't
don't
doing
know what
You
we
better
goddamn.
doing.
hope that
Oh,
Suns pick don't
What
end
we
up better
doing?
than ours.
hold on. To the point, what I will say is that yeah, Suns Booker, he went to the finals, even though he lost, he gonna be looking to compete. If he go to a team, it will be like a Pistons team where
Nigga,
like I
Booger went
can
to the
help them
finals
get
before our
over.
big three
Like
did.
I can help
Like,
them get to the
why the
finals.
fuck would that nigga go to the Pistons?
Who Booker?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I ain't
In a
go.
trade?
It makes sense. They on
The
they the
last
first
place
team.
that nigga want to go is Detroit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, it don't have to be Detroit. It could be any team. He, like I said, he went to the finals once.
Leave. I ain't
So
gonna
he
lie.
probably
If you
gonna be
looking
like,
at the
I'm gonna
infrastructure
try
of
to get to the,
Phoenix and
and
Detroit right
that's not
now,
a cool
that
thing
look
to go to,
Detroit looks
bro.
way better than Phoenix right now, nigga.
Of
I ain't
course,
gonna
No,
hold
Detroit
you.
look way better than Phoenix,
no,
but
hold on,
I'm
bro.
just saying because of placement, bro. Like everybody got to understand that placement shit matter. He might get traded out like that. He might get traded out there. He might not like the weather out there, and then play 12 fucking games, my nigga. Like I'm like, come on, you know how these NBA niggas is.
Listen. What I'm saying, somebody like Booker who went to the finals. I reiterate, he went to the finals. He's gonna want to go to a team that's gonna be close to competing. Maybe take a year or two to get to the finals. The same way Dame Lillard wanted to go to a team that was gonna be competitive. Booker gonna be on that same type of time, and he gonna get to a team and he could take them to the next level. He looked like one of those players, like a Drew Holiday type of player. Like, it didn't work with the team that
I wouldn't
drafted
call him
me,
that.
bruh. I'm not in a defensive way, but he's a what they call a needle mover. He's somebody that's definitely going to make a team better. Yeah, definitely, bro. It's hard to guard him. He got that mid range. He making teams a contender, bro. He will make a team a contender.
that nigga, that nigga got injury issues too. Remember the first 5 years of his career, he didn't even get to the playoffs until he met CP3, and then now the middle of his career, my nigga kind of fizzling out. Now he fucking with Kevin Durant. He can't even get out of the damn
I
10th
mean,
spot.
he's still individually, he's still balling. Like it's not like he's declined. I
I ain't
mean, he
gonna
just
lie, but
had a
them
30
injuries is
point
starting to
game.
hit different though. Like
Is
for the
he
money
injured
that they
right
paying
now? Am
him.
I missing something?
Nah, he
I
not
think
injured right now.
Like,
He just played. He played. He's played
that's what I'm saying.
he
What,
did he
what,
levels.
did
what
He
play
you
tonight,
looking
played.
right?
for me?
He
What,
played
what,
tonight.
what are you
Yeah,
Cause
looking
I
they
for?
know
they
he was.
try
I know
they
he was
they
out. Hold
healthy.
up.
They
I
just
know he
not
was.
winning
I
nothing.
know he had some time out, bro. Hold up.
You talking like he was injured? Like,
Yeah, he playing. It's just they not winning nothing. That's the
I ain't gonna
thing.
lie. Them niggas been shitting in bed.
bro, this dude played 68 games this season. Are you
He
serious?
played 68 games this season.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
68
Yeah.
games this season. 68 last.
Nigga,
Okay.
we don't want him
Talk
in the
about he
East, bro.
injured. Stop with this false
We talking
narrative.
about another team that we got to deal with if you go to
And
Detroit,
this
which
nigga is getting
Detroit
older.
already is another team we got to deal with. Now you telling me if they hypothetically add
It's
Booker on top of that,
Bro,
man, that shit gonna be
it's crazy,
annoying.
bro. Hold up. This nigga been in the league since 2015.
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah,
God damn.
another
Bro,
player we
I
could have
can't,
got if
bro,
we had a
you can't
draft
go
pick.
around with this narrative that he's some type of injured player, bro. 76, 78, 54, 64, 70, 67, 68, 53, 68, 68. Bro, that's not an injured player, bro. That's a player that's fairly healthy compared to modern
Now
NBA
he
players.
been healthy. He just
I mean,
wasn't winning nothing
he been. I give him the
until
healthy part.
CP3
I'm
until
not.
CP3
I
pulled
ain't
up.
going to shit on him about the injuries, bro. Nothing like that, bro. He had some knickknacks, but it wasn't nothing major.
But I will say, I don't. It didn't work in the playoffs. But for him to
It
be
damn
averaging
sure
like
did.
6 assists, bro, like I gotta give it to him. That's what's up. Like he definitely improved his game since 2015. But
You
that's
think
why
that
we
nigga?
were saying in terms breezy of like the players we could have been getting had we got I had our picks, bro. I think Cat was in that draft too. In the moment, yeah, you look at Cat like he baby Cat. But in the moment, he was the number one pick at that time in that
Yeah,
year.
but as a
Like you
number
could have
one pick,
gotten
my nigga, that's the problem with Cat. He's a cat. He ain't a dog. We
True,
need dogs.
but
Like I don't need no fur up. I don't need nobody purring on my team, bro. Fuck out of here,
Oh man.
nigga.
I just don't.
Nigga,
I don't know how he would have played in Brooklyn opposed to Minnesota
nigga, straight
if he was
line
here
drive,
first year.
motherfucking screaming for fouls. God damn, just
Oh
the
my
same.
God.
Yep, you know
Right, but
exactly
we
how he
missed out
felt.
on mad. We missed out on so much talent over the years because we
Cat ain't
traded
gonna
them.
perform in no damn postseason. I know that. Shit.
Yeah, it
'Cause
might be raps.
in the postseason, my nigga, if that nigga is the number two option in the last line of defense, nigga, you got a problem.
This offseason gonna be interesting. I don't know if a lot of players is gonna be moved, but a lot of teams they gonna look the same come that 2025, 26
Yeah, come to started this year, come
season.
start of
A lot of
November, my
these
nigga.
teams
Yeah,
is
it's
gonna
a
look
lot of teams.
way different.
It's a lot of teams. It gotta be because here's the thing, bro. The free agency is such a desert a desert, my nigga. Like so, players gotta get moved. It's
Yep.
gonna have to be a bunch of trades, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna just sit still with the same teams, bro, and be like, all right, yo, let's run it. Yeah, we gonna run the shit back. Unless you the champions. Shit, depending on who that is, bro. Everybody just automatically believe it's gonna be Boston. Most people, because man, don't nobody believe in the Cavs. The Cavs starting to fuck up the dope. OKC only won one playoff series. People believe in them, but they don't really believe in them.
I think the
Denver,
West is a dogfight. I don't think there's necessarily a clear cut winner in the West. Of like, yo, they got it. I think that shit is gonna be a dogfight.
yeah, I think it's gonna come down to some luck. Denver is probably the team. Denver's probably the white flag team. Well, at least my white flag team. Fuck everybody else. Um, I don't really give a shit about the Warriors. Damn sure don't give a shit about the Lakers. Um, OKC only won one playoff series. They still got issues. I don't believe in the Rockets or the Clippers to win a playoff series at all. Whoever they play.
Houston is
Um,
definitely getting bounced in the first round.
yeah, they didn't bounce. And
Yeah.
Memphis just proved it. Yeah, Memphis in the last 3 days they proved they did get bounced in the first round. They don't want to compete. So that's three teams out right there. Who else? Shit. Damn, who in the seventh spot?
I don't know if Minnesota make it. It's gonna be hard pressed. I don't know if they make it past the first round either.
Me neither. Not in no
Yeah.
seventh spot.
Yeah.
I feel like Denver. I feel like Denver gonna have to run into some traps, bro. Like if they get bounced in the first round,
Warriors in the seventh spot.
Warriors in the seventh
Warriors.
spot. Yeah, because
Mm,
they ain't get Curry back yet.
I ain't gonna lie. Jimmy turned up in the playoffs, so I don't know. Especially,
Ah, Jimmy in the West though. In the East, I know what he could do in the East, but in the West, I don't.
He gonna do the
that's
Jimmy
what.
one of them.
same
Jimmy
thing.
one of them. Nah, you know what I figured out about Jimmy, bro? If he don't have a clear cut advantage, bro, he ain't gonna force it. He not gonna force it if he have unless he have a clear cut advantage.
Nah,
Them
Jimmy
niggas
one
been
of them
balling since
players
he
that
got
has
there,
an
though.
advantage. He
I'll
just
give him
use it
that.
when he want to. You know what I mean? He just take it. He just take it
Uh,
when he
He be
I,
want.
taking it easy, but in the playoffs he do turn
you
up.
know what?
Yeah.
I thought the same thing until he ran up against the Nuggets, bro. Like, and they put motherfucking Aaron Gordon on him. He ain't want none of that. He ain't want none of that, bro. I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm like, yo, this nigga might be Juwanna Man, bro. I don't know, bro. Like,
Yo,
might he might be Juwanna Man. He might be a pick and choose gangster, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Jimmy might be a
It's
pick
gonna
and
be
choose
hard pressed.
gangster.
But on the East side, I definitely got. I think if Detroit and Knicks matchup first round, I got that as a high upset. Detroit can get them niggas out of there.
Nah, Milwaukee is slipping. So it looked like Milwaukee and the Tangerines gonna get the first round. That means
Yeah, I
Indiana. That
mean,
means
yeah.
Indiana and Detroit gonna revive that Malice in the Palace shit. And I know they is I know they is my nigga. They got
Kane
James
versus
Johnson.
Halliburton should be very interesting.
I
it's
know they is because my nigga, them niggas don't got James Johnson on the bench for no reason.
it's 4 games between the Magic and the Bucks.
4 games between the
I
Um,
Magic
forgot
and
about the
yeah,
Magic.
I
four
forgot.
Magic
games.
got plenty
Orlando
of
been
Bucks
speed
going.
got
though.
Them
40
niggas
games.
been going
Magic got
dumb.
36. Them
Yo,
Them
have you
niggas been
seen what
snapping.
Paulo been doing over these
That
past few
nigga
games?
Paolo, yo, that nigga's been snapping.
Nigga, yo, his past few games 40, 40, 40, 30, 20, 25. 30,
He can
40.
hoop.
Like, yo, he's possessed. I don't know what's going on with it, but he's possessed.
He
That
Yo,
man
he
been
P1,
playing like he on
P1,
a
you did
mission,
not
yo.
just say the Clippers is going for a chip.
sure did.
Clippers
That's
going
what he
for a chip.
said.
Oh
I ain't
my
gonna lie,
god.
I don't know if they get that done. Like, you know,
Them niggas,
yeah.
bro. That everybody know how this. Everybody know how this ends. Kawhi show up, one game out indefinitely.
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
believe
hold you. If they make the Western Conference Finals, like without Paul George, that would be mad funny. Because
that would
that
be
was the
funny.
mad hoopla that
But they
Kawhi and
they had
PG was supposed to do it, and now James Harden and Kawhi,
You know what's
what are the
crazy,
Knicks
bro?
able to
they
do?
injuries though.
I thought that Dallas
True,
series was a
true.
damn good series, nigga. Did you see Game 4, bro? Them niggas was looking like some of the greatest shot creators of all time.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah, they
nigga,
was go. They
nigga,
was go.
PG
Them
Harden.
Dallas and Clippers series was exciting. That was
Nigga,
one of the most exciting basketball.
Kyrie, you had Kyrie and Luca on one side, you had PG and Harden on the other. That nigga Harden was looking like he was back in Houston. He saw that nigga Luca in front of him. He's like, "Oh, you? All right, yeah, yo, clear it out. Oh, you
Yeah,
niggas
I
get
ain't gonna
out the
lie.
way."
Dennis
That
Milton,
nigga.
you think the Bucks gonna lose them 4 games for that pick to move up?
I know the Bucks is gonna lose them 4 games, bro. I know the Bucks is gonna lose them four
You
games. The
think they
reason,
drop them down to 7?
yeah, it's possible. No. I ain't gonna say they drop down to 7 because Atlanta is ahead of Orlando. Um,
No, they behind Orlando. They behind by one
oh, they
game.
are behind Orlando. Right.
Yeah,
So
they in
hold
the
up,
eighth spot.
I gotta look at the Bucks schedule, bro. Hold on, and at least to compartmentalize, bro, because I don't think Giannis is carrying them niggas on his lonely, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh
That
no,
nigga
they not
Giannis.
losing. They
You
play
said
the
they not
Hawks.
losing?
Nah, they play the Hawks. Well, they play the Hawks. They play the Suns. They play the 76ers. They play the Heat, and then they play the Pelicans. Then the Timberwolves, Pelicans, Pistons. That's their last couple games.
Hold up. Well, all right. Let me look at the schedule. My damn. Hold up. Atlanta, they could lose that because they don't got no perimeter defense. Phoenix, I'm looking for an upset. Philly, they gonna win that because Philly on some bullshit. Miami, Philly, Miami, and New Orleans look like wins. That might be 4 wins right there. I see 4 wins and 4 losses.
Hmm.
I don't think they beating Detroit. Detroit gonna have something to prove. Minnesota is playing for a playoff spot, so they're gonna have something to prove too. Atlanta is trying to stay in the play and trying to stay in the play-in or trying to stay in the playoff spot, whatever. So if they lose the Phoenix, my nigga, it's because Katie and D Book went stupid. They lost to the Knicks convincingly. Dude, this shit is bad.
The Magics might be here to win most of their games too.
That Giannis is the best player. That Giannis is still the best player in the world. Shit, that shit might be dead. P1. Not gonna lie to you. I think
Magic,
that's
Ma- shit, Magic might.
if Giannis get bumped in
Keep
the
going.
first if Giannis get bumped in the first round again, bro, them it's a lot of allegations. It's a lot of allegations that's gonna be out, bro. It's a lot of what the hell? It's gonna be a shitload of allegations. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
yeah, that nigga gonna be on some serious trial. I'm
Yo,
not. Niggas is not going for that. When did they play OKC? Oh, they play OKC back in the 20 joint. Okay, yeah. But said Houston looking for a bigger fit. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at Indiana roster, bro, and I'm like,
yeah, because they keep saying Toppin, Nimhard, and somebody else might be either free agents or trade something. It might be trade.
right, yeah. I'm just looking at that, yeah. Just looking at their roster, and I'm seeing some players like, all right, Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell ain't making no real money.
Oh
He
yeah,
making like
that's
9
him.
mil.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah. Obi Toppin only
Nimar.
making Obi Toppin only making 12. I heard Jarris Walker. Our name been connected with him for a while. I don't know if they play Isaiah Jackson like that. They might keep Neesmith and Ben Shepherd. Oh we gonna have to keep trading around till we find a gem. Find us a little hope of light or something. This shit's ridiculous. I just keep tapping my shoulder about Drew Timme.
Drew Timme like that. Timme got skills, bro. He got skills.
I mean,
He ain't
he
got no
good.
real defensive skills like that, but he got skills. Offensive skills he got. You know what I'm saying? His defensive skills need work. But Nets fans wanted him up on this roster for a while, bro. They've been calling on Timmy's name for like the last month to come up and hoop. That's how good he was down there. He's too good to be in the G League. You know what I'm saying? But we need other talent around. You know what I'm saying? Need other talent, draft talent, free agent talent, star. We need it all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be doing them. Yo, my mock draft was going crazy. I did one mock draft. It was going crazy on TikTok.